Like, it's really well done. Alright. Can I get a promotion whenever you get a chance?
Promotions all around.
The Philadelphia Eagles helmets are really cool.
I'm gonna close this. It's too distracting.
Isn't it? That's what
I
I was
love
thinking.
it, man.
It's very cool. It is very cool.
It is so fucking cool.
Our place, for reference.
Ukrainian flag.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you see those skeleton and the broken equipment there, Ninja? I put a couple pictures in the D&D.
Let me take a look.
They look pretty good.
High ball game, huh, Joe? Good game.
Yeah, I like the busted armor. The old looking
Pretty close right now,
spear. All that. Very
Yeah,
cool.
there's a bunch of stuff to do with that.
So this is gonna be Coach K's last game, maybe?
Oh yeah, everybody's on the table. Everybody's ready.
The AMC logo, I just noticed that. Oh, that's great. Okay,
Put
sorry.
on your, I put on your
Aw.
table, Joe. Some new gear, like I
That
made a
gray
little
and white
ranger.
puppy is cute. And
Done day.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Look straight down from Yoshi, just past that red crown thing. There's like a perfect gray and white, like wolf
Oh, yeah.
puppy. Yeah, so cute.
The one I abandoned in Dungeons and Dragons.
So who is this, Chris?
Hmm?
Who is the Ranger Spy? Who is this?
Oh, it's a new character with some new gear.
Look
That's
at this
available.
Brazil flag with the soccer
Is
pitch
that
and
more
the
game?
highway, the road.
Or just a
See
NPC?
that?
Just an NPC.
Okay.
They got like a
Very cool.
road with cars going all the way south, and then they got that. That's like a
Oh yeah.
famous monument down
That's
south.
Okay, are you guys ready?
I'm here.
Okay. I don't know where the initiative left off last time. Do you guys remember?
We
Let's back at the
finished
top.
at the start.
Finished around and stopped.
I guess that means Krius goes first. The epic battle. You guys have entered the Underdark. You came in from somewhere over on this side. I think you came in down this stream here, right?
Yes.
So you came down this stream from the Kyle Keep Underdark entrance, and then you circled around the lake along the edge of this lake. This is water right here. All of that is water. And this is very deep water down in there. So you had to circle around out on the outer periphery here, all the way out to this edge where it's widening out, and you start to encounter large numbers of crushed skull orcs. Each one of these is a horde. There's one figurine, but like this is 10 orcs, and this is 4 or 5, and this is another couple orcs here.
And they're 30 feet. Like, what is the size of the block? Like 30 feet or something like that?
Oh, it's worse than that. 100 feet. Each block is 100 feet. I think for our sanity, we're making each block 30. So it's just one move per square.
Okay, so on my turn, I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at that caster on the right, the priest. I think they're priest.
The hands of Yertris.
Yeah,
'Kay.
I think he's concentrating on a spell. So you put a didn't he do a bane or something like that? Can't remember. $18 and 17 to hit.
18 and 17 against the hand of Yertris.
Does it hit?
Armor class 12. Yeah, both of those will hit.
Okay, so oops. He will take 53 damage.
Yikes. All right, puts him at 109.
And I don't know if one is 25 and the other one is 28. So I don't know if they potentially take bleed. other ord, so I don't know if it works there.
Yeah, don't worry about bleed with hordes.
And hmm. That'll be it for now.
Mm.
If they're concentrating, I don't know how it works with ords.
Well, it says here that they cast resistance, 4 of them. There's 5 of them, so the other guy, he casts something else. Was he holding a spell on one of you?
I thought he cast they try to cast a bane, but I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember.
Kef, you got baned last week.
Yeah, it,
I did, probably. I reduce it gives me what, disadvantage on attacks or something like that.
I think
I should
it's
know
I think
that,
it's like a
considering
dice, right?
It's something that I can do. Oh yeah, it's the opposite of bless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's minus 1d4.
Yep. That's right.
Subtracted from your attack roll or saving throw.
Is there a way for the text box at the bottom to make it show all the time?
I'm
In
gonna
tabletop?
move into
Nah, I don't think there is. You just have to hover or right click on it
melee
and
range.
look at it to force it open.
you can click that gear wheel and then uncheck auto hide chat.
All right. So what were the damages on each of those 2 hits? Chris?
25 and 28.
25 and 28. Let me think about this for a second. 25, 28. Concentration is like half the damage or 10, whatever's higher, right?
Yeah.
That's a DC 12 and a DC 14. I'll make a couple checks. Let's see.
Constitution.
It looks like he made it. He's got +4 on his check, and he rolled a 9 +4 on the first check, which was DC 12, and then he rolled a 14 +4 on the other check that was DC 14. So he got them both.
I was trying to get rid of that guy, so he stops casting spells. So it'd be Kazan Lear's turn.
Yeah, I rolled a 15 on my first attack.
That'll hit.
A 19 minus 4 for the bane. Okay. So, just hefty swings with the axe. 12 damage on the first attack. I'm gonna use my extra attack to hit him again. 23, if I rolled a d4, 19 would probably still hit, yeah? So I don't even need to roll it.
Yep. They're not that hard to hit. These guys are only wearing hide armor, and they're not very dexterous, so AC 12.
Okay, cool. I'll, backhand attack in the same motion for another 11 damage.
All right.
I'll kind of take a defensive position, and that'll end my turn.
Okay, so the orc hands of Yortris let out a cry as you chop into them. All right. You break their concentration. You're no longer baned.
Ooh. Sweet. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
It's your hard enough. Can't bang me. I'm a paladin.
All right. Abforth, what do you do?
Well, I'll probably just do the same stuff I always do. Just kind of bonus action to hide. And then pop out from where I hid behind this little wall here. And shoot at the group that's attacking, these nurtured ones that are in the water here.
I just picture Casimir's character when they put a bane on him and he breaks the bane. He's like, "Your god has no power on me."
Do they spot me with a 25?
A 25. So no, and ooh, maybe, and a no. Hang on. All right, so the nurtured ones of Urtris, they rolled a 19, and they don't get any modifier, so they did not.
Oh goodness, 14 to hit.
All right, it's a hit.
21 damage into him.
Are you shooting this guy?
No, the nurtured ones.
Nurtured ones. 21 damage.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
All right.
My screens are all over the place right now.
So that sneak attack hit one of the orcs in a vital area, and he's incredibly bloated and decayed. And he lets out a terrible roar, and his entire body like swells and ruptures and explodes all over the place.
What the?
And it spews his orc guts everywhere within 10 feet, covering all of his allies and his gross guts and entrails. And
They come because it's so great for them.
and all of his like stomach acid sprays all over them and starts like sizzling and melting their flesh. It's incredibly gross.
Ugh. It's disgusting.
I'm glad I'm not eating pasta.
Corpse explosion. Diablo 2.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay, well, the nurtured ones close the distance and they're going to begin attacking Razor. All right, so they had 123 damage on them. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Not enough.
So I'm only going to make 2 attacks. Let's see.
Nauseate and not
Oh, this is fun. There's only 2 of them left at this point, right? Because they got hit by that sneak attack and they took some damage before that. There's only 2 of them.
According to this thing, they get disadvantage on their next attack as well, and they're hexed for strength.
No. Hang on. Let me finish. They close the distance on Razor and then they attack themselves. So automatic critical hit. They kill themselves and they explode. So
Nice.
Razor and Casimir both need to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw as you're covered in the same guts and gore and stomach acids and entrails that I described a moment ago.
You got gooped.
Ugh.
Jesus, this is a fucking tight game, man.
Ugh.
34 in the first quarter.
All right, so this is going to do 16 poison damage. The,
I rolled a 13.
the DC was 13, so I think you saved.
Poison, you said?
Yeah, it was poison. So you take half of 16, which is 8.
Well, I have advantage on poison saving throws, but I guess I made it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You said 18 or 16?
It's half of 16 is 8 damage. 8 poison damage, and you become poisoned.
Dude, that was some bullshit. That rolled from 3 to 15, then decided to roll back to 3.
All right, at the end
I guess I
Or
did.
you
at the end of each of your turns, you can roll that save again. DC 13 con save to get rid of the poison effect.
How much damage did I just take?
You just took 16 if you failed. If you made the save, DC 13, then you only take 8. 8 poison damage.
Oh my god, the tiny pieces suck.
Oh, you failed, right? So you took all 16. 16 poison damage. It sizzles and burns, and you have the poison status. And the added effect, this is divine poison. This is the poison of Urtrus, which means while you are poisoned in this way, you cannot be healed by any means.
Wait, I
Generation's
can't.
fine with that.
Restoration of it?
Oh, hang on.
Wait, can I use lesser restoration on him?
Nothing will work until he makes the saving throw on a subsequent turn. You are currently immune to being healed.
Immune to being healed. I don't know if that's how I would put that.
It's not a great thing to be, but it's an immunity.
Ninja, did you tell them about what we talked about last night by any chance?
Can you
We'll get to it.
fix the lighting
Okay.
issue again?
Is it bad? You can adjust it yourself, I think. If you go up to options and then lighting, and then you just change the sliders for light intensity or ambient intensity until it's suitable for your eyes. Because, like, I'm not the host, so I can change it at my end, and then I think Krius can also change it at his end,
What's that?
the lighting
Oh,
effects.
the lighting. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of dark today.
It just got fixed. Whoever just
Mhm.
fixed it.
You can
I
also
didn't touch it.
change like the horizon color, like the so it goes like you can do a lot of stuff with that color effect.
Yeah, you can tweak it a bunch.
fluorescent stuff.
It's good.
Somebody,
Alright. So the nurtured ones, are they completely dead now?
Yes, they have exploded. Some of them are dead and floating in the water,
That was my fault. Sorry.
but those last two, they closed the gap and exploded.
Oh, actually, I gotta make another save to see if I'm still concentrating on Hex.
They each only had a few hit points left, so they finished themselves off with automatic critical hits to the throat. Rip their throats out and explode.
So I did succeed on my concentration check, so I will reapply Hex to Hands of Urtrus.
On to the clerics. Gotcha.
Yeah, so now they have the disadvantage on strength ability checks. I will also proceed to approach them. My fiery, yet somehow shadowy axe in hand. And I will slash across the chest of the first one I come in contact with.
Mm.
I'm also blessed. I forgot about that. I should have rolled a d4 with my check, but I don't think it would have mattered. 27 to hit
Exceptional.
for 28 damage. I'll re-roll one of the d6s.
Good plan.
I rolled a 5 instead, so it's 4 additional damage. So that's 32 damage on the first swing.
All right, so you wade into the remaining orc priests and you cleave them down.
I'll show you for ruining my tunic.
Mm-hmm.
Did I kill them?
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, for extra attack, it can be a different target, right?
Yeah.
Can I move and make another swing against the other ones?
Yes, you can add movement in between any of your actions at any time.
Sweet. So I slashed that guy dead. I go running, jumping over the corpses. I used my bonus action to reapply Hex. I can't reapply it on this guy now, so I will attack him without Hex. Let me subtract a d6. Critical failure?
Oh no.
I don't like that.
So what happens is you lose your footing by stumbling over the corpses of the hacked apart bodies that you just cleaved through. This exposes you to your enemies. They have advantage on their first attack roll against you on the next round.
So I stumbled over a body and like I missed them completely. My axe is now stuck in the ground and I'm trying to pull it out.
Yep.
Oh god.
That could have gone better. Okay, so
Last thing I'll do is just make my con save to see if I'm still poisoned.
Okay.
And that should be my whole turn. I shouldn't have anything else I can do.
DC 13.
I
You got
also
what?
critically failed that, so, you know.
You got
Still
that.
poisoned.
Yeah, but a d4 is only going to get me to 8, so I'm still poisoned.
Yep.
That's that's 2 ones on a D20 in a row.
Oh, also, you would have disadvantage on attack rolls while you're poisoned. Keep that in mind.
Wait,
It was already a crit fail, so yeah.
Well, then
Yeah.
that first hit, you might need to re-roll, yeah.
It was already a crit fail, so
Maybe. No, the first one.
the first
hit
one.
against
Gotcha.
this guy, but
Did you use your bardic inspiration?
I used it last time for something. I don't remember what, but I did use it.
Okay.
Yeah, just remember in the future. We don't have to backtrack. All right, so the Orc Horde will retaliate back at you, and they have been badly wounded, beaten and abused. There's only half of them left, but a couple of them close the distance, seeing an open target, and they're with advantage going to attack. The first one swings on you with his axe. He lets out an orcish roar, and he's got a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
No, wait, 15 to hit. Does that hit?
No.
Still doesn't hit. All right, so the second one comes in. He sees his friend there, and he goes low. The other one went for your face. This one goes for your knees with a similar axe. He's got a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
He connects with his axe. He chops into you with a d12. He rolls a 4, so that's going to be 7 slashing damage.
Ouch. Gashed right to the shoulder. Blood trickling down my pectoral muscles.
Oh, wait, add 3. Add 3,
God.
sorry. So 10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage.
Yes. Hordes add +6 strength as attribute bonus.
Oh man.
All right. So the surviving orcs, they're not backing down, but they're badly bloodied, and they put up a bit of a fight. But they're sort of looking left and looking right. They can see that the priests have been defeated, and I'm gonna roll a morale check. Okay. So the orcs grit their teeth. Devis, what do you do?
Want it to be like,
Antonio
"No,
Davis.
this is weird. Oh my god. I'll save you and I'll move. Wait, where's my. Come on, move. I'll move my 30 feet. Stay behind Kaz in there. And I will use. If I tell him to look at me, can he react to like look at me while he's on the ground?
Look
Razor?
at me. I am the captain now.
Heyo.
Is that a thing? Can he do that if he wants to?
Probably. Yeah.
I yell out to Razor, "Look at me, and you'll see."
Look at me, look at me.
A
I'm Mr.
world
Research.
Worlds beyond imagination.
And I cast my Mantle of Inspiration to give him 8 temporary HP. And I go ahead and I tell everyone, look at me too, and I give it to Casimir and Absforth, and fuck, he's too far away.
I refuse to look.
You don't want to see it.
I avert my eyes purposely.
And
The
then
horror,
we're
the
too
horror.
far away. I would assume one of our other people who are with us, which could get it, I guess. Anyways, you can use your entire movement speed right now
Close the gap.
as a reaction.
Get over here.
Or Casimir can move 25. Razor, you can move 30 right now without without creating opportunity attacks.
Well, I will move over.
You can stand. You got to use half your movement speed to stand up, though.
I wasn't knocked prone.
I thought you lost your footing and stuff.
He crit failed, and the enemy had advantage.
Yeah, I was RPing that my
okay,
axe is
okay.
stuck into the ground, but yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. So you can move, and
Yeah, I just moved around
yeah,
the enemy, so I'm like making room for Kaz in there.
So that was my bonus action, and my actual action is going to, or my spell is going to be.
Tiger in chat?
Excuse me?
What?
I heard some
I-
tapping going on.
I'm doing a drum roll, waiting for him to do a thing.
So that's you got me shook there for a second, bro.
That's a good save.
And I'll do the
Doing a
vicious
drum-
mockery on
A
them.
drum roll, huh? That's what the
Oh.
kids are calling it these
A wisdom-
days.
wisdom 16.
I'm drum rolling real hard over here.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah.
so close to the end of my drum roll.
So wisdom 16 to those guys.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a vicious mockery on them.
Vicious mockery. Oh no, my feelings. They failed.
It's 4 damage, and they have disadvantage.
Ugh, it hurts.
Don't hit my friend, you poopy heads!
Boy, that was vicious.
I know, right? Asworth, you can move if you wanted to.
I
But,
refuse.
Not my advantage. No. No.
anyways, alright. I'm done.
Hands of Yurtrus Horde lays on the ground and goes, gurgle. There's blood coming out of my lung. Oh, I failed. I'm dying. Oh, God. Razor, what do you do?
They only have one long question.
Orc anatomy. It is mysterious.
Wait, is it my turn?
No, I think it's my turn.
Yeah, because Dab is just mine, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I got confused.
That was the bottom of the initiative. The hands of Yurtrus, so it goes to Morcan.
I'm gonna shoot at it. 29 to hit. 28 to hit.
Hit and hit.
I gotta re-roll one of the dice of damage here. Ooh, so it's gonna be a plus 11. So, 23 damage and 21 damage.
All right. You shoot down the last of the orcs who die screaming. Throaty, deep, porcine, orcish screams. Squeals almost. All right. Having defeated the last of the orcs, an eerie silence falls across the huge, vast, empty cavern of the Underdark. There's like the sound of a stampede going on. All right, I need like dungeon ambience. Ambient underground. Give me some mushroomy, drippy noises. 2 hours of abandoned tunnel. Perfect. Yes, the wind. All right, there's some drips. Drip, 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 drip. Water accumulating in the vast lake. What's your next move, gang?
I don't know. Let's regroup.
I sit down for a moment and try to shake off this poison.
Yeah.
And still can't seem to do it. Because
I'm gonna,
all I
like,
can roll
wipe
is
all this
ones
shit
and
off.
threes.
Pretty sure you have an
I'm walking
antitoxin
to,
Chris gave you.
The orc
Oh, yeah,
cleric
right.
expires.
I'm gonna let them do their looting stuff, and while I get all this poison shit off my armor, I'm gonna wipe it off using the water.
To Razor and put my hand on him and give him resistance.
What does
And
resistance do?
Who got poison?
you get an additional D4.
Who got poison?
It's me. So should I drink that antitoxin now?
I'll give you an advantage on your next roll.
Oh,
For
okay.
next hour.
It's magical. He said it's a magical poison.
Well,
Oh yeah,
does-
you have to.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it gives you advantage in saving against it, as what
Yeah.
the antitoxin does. So I mean, it would be helpful still.
I'll do a medicine check on you real quick. I get a 17.
I ain't feeling too well, guys. I think I'm about to hurl.
Yeah,
What
so
happened?
you
How
have
did
bless
how do
already.
you get poisoned?
Bless gives you a D4.
Got exploded
Resistance
on.
gives you another D4. And I'll go ahead and I'll cast one of my bardic inspirations on you. Give you a D8 as well.
So with a 17, do I notice if it's like a normal poison or something different?
So the poison is abnormal.
Yeah. And it came from this corpse here.
It's a divine poison.
It's as if the orc had been dead for a long time, and the gore that came spewing out of him was all rotten and diseased. So it's extra vile. It's way worse than your typical gory body explosion from
I
a
think I was-
healthy orc.
As that orc exploded, I'm pretty sure I was breathing in through my nose, and I think a chunk of dead orc flesh went up my nostril, and now I just have this burning in my skull.
How do you feel?
I just said
Just
how I
told you.
feel.
Hmm.
Like his skull is burning due to orc flesh.
Hmm. Is there
Hard to,
anything?
hard to
is
be much more explicit than that.
there anything more? Is there anything to collect that could be poisoned?
This is poison.
Wait, okay, I just need to know if I get advantage or not. Like, either way, I'm gonna roll every 6
You're just
seconds.
sitting there
till this poison goes
trying to
away.
blow your nose out over and over and over. Trying to blow it out.
Did you drink the antitoxin?
All right, I didn't even need advantage. With the 2d4s, well, actually, with even just that roll, finally, 22.
Okay.
So,
No longer
shake
poisoned.
off the poison after 10 seconds.
It was as vile as it gets. The grossest gore. The most disturbing,
This like snot-covered piece of
vile, unholy, cursed gore.
Bro, I straight just took 2 rails of orc pus.
Is it possible to pick up some of it?
Yes, you can collect some of it. That's for sure.
He's a poison. I get it. Like,
What, like a survival check, I guess.
Yep. You have to have a container too. I hope you got like an empty potion bottle or something.
Oh yeah, I got some vials. I was bringing a bunch of vials.
He's an alchemist. I mean, it would be weird if he didn't.
Right.
this guy, he's like, so can I collect some of it? Like,
Can I get some of your snot razor?
he's like, don't mind me. I'll just take that. Like you know the little things they put up babies' noses and stuff to like get the boogers out. He
Pinky
just does
baster?
that
Yeah.
right through. Yeah.
I asked
just
Antonio if he could help me with some inspiration. Like a guidance?
I only got one left, man.
No, guidance.
I'll give you a guidance. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, guidance.
I'll roll for the guidance.
Dude, this pasta is just so good because like they put so much meat in it. There's like a whole chicken in here.
Oh,
You're
I got
a whole
a
chicken.
Chicken pasta. Mmm, chicken.
I got a 26.
There's like a dozen of these bad boys in this bowl.
Collecting some of the poison.
That's not good poison to be using. Man, I made a pot of coffee and this stuff is bomb. It's like at that perfect temperature right now where I can like just straight up just drink it. Woo.
Contact poison.
Parker, you remember that foxhole game that we played?
Yep.
Do you remember how the map was in that game?
Yep.
Like a little hex grid?
Mm-hmm.
On this our place, Foxhole has a spot where they have their little game logo, and then on it they have the map hex grid, and they're actually fighting inside
my
on
God,
that fucking
no.
hex map.
That's
Like just
dope.
green versus blue, like the actual map in the game.
That's dope.
That is so fucking cool. That is awesome.
All right, everybody stands around and watches as Morkan goes to work on the pile of disgusting decay.
I sucked the method back up into my wand.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just clean myself off, chill out, let them handle all the
Can
poison
we,
collection shit. Good
Can we
on
take
that.
a short rest so I get some of these inspirations back?
I imagine that scene in Starship Troopers where they're doing the dissection class. They're digging into the guts of the bug and it's making people vomit. So Morcan just
Yeah.
digs right in to the most disgusting pile of gore that you could imagine.
With a 26, how much can I collect?
Yeah, 26. I would say you can gather probably 3 doses from that. If you wish.
The girl with the pearl earring painting, they like gave her a derp face and a unibrow.
Nice.
Mm. Oh, the void! Look, the void's coming. Oh shit! They
The void is
spread.
taking over.
They turned the Chinese president into Winnie the Pooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty legit.
He's gonna declare war on Reddit.
Probably.
Well, he
I'll
probably
nuke
has
their
already.
servers.
He probably has. No one in China probably gonna have access to Reddit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend some time collecting this poison. Very careful.
I'll stealth and go explore down the tunnel the orcs came from.
All right.
Yeah, can we, while he does that poison collection and we clear these bodies and stuff, can we take a short rest? I need to recover some my bardic inspirations.
You just got here.
3,
How long is a short rest?
up to an
4
hour.
hours.
1 hour.
An hour.
Short rest is 30 minutes.
Well, I'd imagine it would take about that long for Morcan to collect all this stuff and everything.
A short rest is at least an hour long,
Oh, okay. It's an hour.
during which the character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, or tending to their wounds.
So, is that your plan? You will spend 1 hour recuperating in the dungeon.
Yeah, I don't have to unless everybody else needs me to. So.
I don't know. Is there anything else on
I
these
think
orcs?
the idea is stupid. I'm just kidding. You're fine, Joe. I'm not even there to argue with you about it.
So, what's everybody going to do for 1 hour? Is everyone going to take a rest, or do you want to do other things?
Like I said, I'm exploring down this tunnel where the orcs came from.
All right. You will scout ahead for an hour. Gotcha.
Is Joe Dab one of those bards that plays a song of rest?
I imagine so. Plays a song for
Yeah,
everything else, why not one
yeah.
for rest?
Actually, yeah, I do get Song of Rest.
I forget what a song of rest do because I'm probably going to use some hit die here.
Hold on. I can't tell you right now. Hold on.
If you're only fighting creatures, regain hit points by spending hit dice. Each of those creatures gains an extra 1d6 hit points. Yeah, so I just get an extra d6.
All right, Barker. Roll a intelligence investigation check.
Heard that.
Was there anything else on those orcs? Anybody check them?
It's a bunch of poison. I crit fail.
So your total's 12.
Loaded.
You see a long corridor of natural tunnels that zigzag, making it impossible to see very far. So you scout ahead a ways, and it all looks very much the same. A zigzagging corridor of stone. The stone doesn't change much. The configuration of the blocks of stone does, and there's different stalactites and stalagmites here and there, but you don't find any creatures as you travel. But you didn't have time to travel very far before you figured you should double back.
I don't. When I figure I should, I don't. I keep exploring.
All right. So, Abforth never returns. Morcan, is checking the bodies of the orcs. What's your passive perception?
15, I think.
Okay. So you check the bodies, and you find that each orc body has a pile of coins.
I undressed them. Like,
Yeah. So, Kazanir and Professor, you'll get that 1d6 extra if you recover using hit dice.
Let me check something else here. Let's see. Those guys were
Yeah, I don't remember what my
CR
hit die are. D10 maybe.
like, did they have any weapons?
CR2.
Or...
Yeah, they had some other stuff. I'll generate it. One moment. Okay. So the clerics, they had a bunch of gold and silver, which I'll append onto this. So this is like all the orcs here. That's what they had. And then the orc clerics, they had these extra ones that I tacked on there. Interesting. And then I'll go to another page here. They had some weird shit.
Ooh, we like weird shit.
Okay, so coins, and then in addition to the coins, you find this stuff, and then they'll also have 10 orc axes. Yeah, I'll put that on the first page, I guess. 10 axes. So all of their orc armor would not really fit most people very well. The orc's body shape is kind of weird. And it was all badly damaged in the combat, but their weapons are salvageable enough. Serviceable weapons that could be resold or reused, but they're kind of heavy if you want to bring them along with you.
Not so special though. Was there anything different except for that?
That's what you found. If you look at the other page, there was 3 barrels of vinegar, a small pedestal table, a barrel of garlic, an empty chest, fine leather coin purse tooled with drow script, dark elf, fine leather mantle trimmed with rabbit fur, a malachite puzzle box engraved with draconic runes and the belongings of one of the priests,
I will.
a labeled potion and scroll.
I'll try to read. I'll read the draw notes. If there's anything.
It's like a designer name like Versace or something, but it's Elish. Nothing noteworthy.
Okay.
While during our short rest, I start to tell Professor and Kazler and Morkan, and sure Glitch is here too. I start telling you guys about the what do you call it? My adventure for my downtime. How I went to Elvenport and talked to Lord Kyle. I tell him about the song that I made, and I play it for Lord Kyle. I don't give them the full details of the song, and I just tell them I'll play it for you when we get back to the fort. But it was very very in depth about the Minotaurs and such. They loved it. They wanted to hold my hand.
I think it's
but I told them about.
I think it's funny how both your most famous songs are about minotaurs.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of set, casting set casting yourself, typecasting.
And then
The
Got
Minotaur
Antonio
Bard.
Davis, the Minotaur Bard.
Yeah.
It's his type of music. You know how like country music's all about red pickup trucks.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
about minotaurs.
Now, one other thing, there is one masterwork item. It's a long staff that one of the clerics was using.
Okay.
Blitch might
and
want that, huh?
oh,
Jeez.
sorry.
He has the frost
That
stuff.
ice staff. He don't need
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Well, we don't know
And
if
then
it's
I tell
magical or
them
not.
I tell them about the farm situation and how they're sending behind me, like they're on the way. It's going to take a little bit longer, but probably the next couple of days we should see construction should be started on the farms. And I played so well that some of the nobles of Elvenport each sponsored a stable, or I'm sorry, an animal pen for each farm, and they're going to provide animals. So we're going to have 4 animal pens and 4 farms, and should offset our usage of the area's wildlife. So we won't have to endanger all the wildlife. We'd be able to sustain ourselves in our fort for growth later. And I tell them about the druid, about meeting a druid. Can we do that part, Ninja?
Hey, Razor, I give you this here. Put it on your table. I think you might like this, and then I go to Kessenlir and I give him this here. This might come up useful for you at some point.
I on the back porch I had to take the dogs out, so I can't see what it is at the moment.
Okay, I put it in front of your table.
Joe, are you saying that during your previous downtime you had gone and hired a druid?
I had a conversation with a druid. I wanted to go ahead and RP that since you said wait till we're on stream.
All right, go ahead. Make it quick.
So I talked to a druid, and I wanted to persuade the druid to make a trip specifically to come to our fort and to cast the plant growth ritual around our fort. So they're going to charge us. But we're not ready for her yet. But she'll be here after the farms are completed. So in a couple weeks she'll come here, and then I'll pay her for that. So how much do I have to pay?
1 second.
What do you want me to roll for that persuasion?
I asked the group, is there anyone that can see if items are magical? That would be capable of doing that.
Yeah, I
Complications.
could, but I hate to use the spell right now. I'm not
Mhm.
sure when I'll be able to get it back, you know. And
Okay, we can wait for later on.
yeah.
I'll put all these items on the side, okay?
Yeah.
Just
Just remind me later, like when we're done in here or whatever.
I'll use it to detect magic. It's no problem.
Okay. If there's anything magical, let us know, Ninja.
All right.
That's
The druid you found is a 90-year-old man. He has no interest in traveling.
He said, "Get fucked. I'm staying home."
That you can build your castle around me.
Don't you know it's a pandemic?
So I didn't find one in Elvenport. Did I find one in Askelhorn?
Elvenport and Askelhorn?
Well,
Yeah, I did a loop.
we were there and nobody talked to any of my NPCs, so I don't know.
Thought the NPCs were Kyle's keep.
Oh wait, Askelshorn. Yeah. Yeah, there would be different people at each place. Did you go to both? You went to Elvenport and Askelshorn? Because you went to H Inc, right?
That's a journey and a half right there.
Yeah, you're doing a lot during your downtime.
Lucky you didn't get attacked.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah, I'll just roll a dice, and if I crit fail, you were attacked by bandits that cut off both of your hands.
How long would that trip take? Did we only have like a week of downtime?
Cut off
Take his
both of
full
your
week.
hands.
It's
The travel time would take his full week.
Well, so it was 3 days to Elvenport and 3 days back, which left us with like 2 extra days.
Well, he went to Askelhorn.
He said he went to Askelhorn too.
So that's where I'm like, could you make it to Askelshorn also? It seems like a lot to do.
You're doing too much, Joe.
Being a little
You
bit
said I
extra.
did a full loop.
It's a little bit extra.
In a week though? Like yeah, the full loop. But in a week, that seems like you were
It's 4
like.
days from Askelhorn. It's 4 days from Askelhorn to the keep. It's 3 days to Elvenport. So how much time did it take to go from Elvenport to Askelhorn on the boat?
I mean, at least an extra day.
3 to Elvenport, then how many from Elvenport to Askelhorn? 4?
There's river travel there, which is a bit faster than going through the forest.
So that's a day on the river?
It's about 4 times faster on the river.
Okay, yeah, so 1 day river, and then he's in Askelhorn after 4 days, and then you got, what, 4 days to get back?
Yeah, it's less than a week.
It's plausible, but he would be booking it. He'd be running from place to place to get everything done.
Also, you did the whole bard thing in town. Did you not stay in either town? You just kind of like, boom, boom, boom?
I just
You know, I
spent the
don't-
night there. Yeah, I just
Very
spent the night.
busy.
yeah,
Played your song that said, I gotta go, I got a boat to catch.
gotta go.
Got shit to do. I can't be hanging out here with you losers.
That's all I did. Had a couple conversations in each place and just left.
Getting things done.
You guys are cramping my style. I gotta go.
It was just me and the girls on horse.
You're like Costanza. You're always leaving on a high note, right? Oh, they like my song? I'm out. Peace.
Okay.
Like the Seinfeld reference.
So you all did some looting, and you
So they got
spent
it.
an hour here in the Underdark.
Wait, so did I get the druid at Askelhorn?
No.
Was there anything magical, Ninja?
Alright, so you totally bypassed that first one that I rolled. Let me roll a new one. Huh. Alright, this one isn't necessarily right at Askelshorn. He's in the harbor. For he is a fishman. And you'll find him at the pier swimming. He's an avid swimmer. He's a Triton druid, and he swims hard at the pier every day.
Nice.
Not nice. Because he's a fishman, he doesn't like to travel over land. So he also does not want to go to Kyle's Keep.
Alright,
Well,
so
I tell
Antonio,
them
you
that
need
I
to
didn't
map
find
out.
them.
You gotta map out the caves, the underwater caves here. Figure out how he could swim in this current cave. And this would be his spot.
Well, I tell them that I didn't find what I was looking for in the druid, but I did get some stuff done at H Inc. and I'm broke.
Yes,
It should be
items.
sent to the stuff should be sent there, and did they have anything ready for anybody at H Inc. that I could have picked up on your behalf?
Did anyone else have something in production?
Not me.
Nope.
Guess not.
No problem. Well, that's all I had. So
I haven't
I
had
just
to
tell them
look
that
for anything at H-Ink in a while.
I tell them that
Spinning it all
yeah.
in the key.
Now I'm
Yep,
back here.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, so there's this enormous cavern that you're in the Underdark. And there are 4 possible exits that you can take. Now, the path to the east is a river route, which means you would need some kind of boat, or you're swimming. And the water seems to flow down into here and then out to the east. So that is one way out, is along that sort of underground river route. You guys don't have a boat that I know of? Well, actually, back in Askelshorn, you did have that 10-foot long boat that you were parking at the little shack that you had.
Fly.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a fly. So if you wanted to explore in that direction, you could. But
Could walk on the walls.
Which way?
so basically, we're not looking at specific maps so much in the Underdark. It's more like overland travel, except it's underland travel. So these are vast, vast distances where you're traveling for miles through tunnels.
I'm still exploring the way the orcs came. I rolled another investigate just a second ago while Joe was talking. It was a 14. Not very good.
All right. But like I'm saying, it's abstract. These are like, there's like 24 miles of tunnel there. There's no amount of scouting that you can do that's actually going to cover anything. So really, it's up to the party to choose a direction that you want to head in. There are several exits here.
I think we should go towards where the orc came from.
That's where
I'll
I'm
leave that
thinking
decision
as
up to
well.
you know, Abs Force been scouting, more can. Yeah, I mean, don't know.
Doesn't matter. We don't know where we're going.
Yeah.
Was there anything magical? Joe would have used as one,
Hey Leo, what's up, buddy?
except for like the potions, obviously.
Hey, buddy.
So you look over the pile of items. The potion is magic. The scroll is magic. The staff appears to be magic.
The staff
Is it
appears to
curse
be an
magic
infection.
or good
You will
magic?
die in 2 weeks if you do not get a treat.
Is it? Well, I'll let it
The
to Joe
joke
since
is
he's the one.
It's
STATA,
staff
not
infection.
STAFF.
Yeah.
However, it's decorated with evil
Good, buddy.
symbols of Yurtris.
Is it cursed?
Is it blue or red?
It just looks magic.
I'm confused.
Rid of it.
Might be able to
I
sell
thought
it.
it gets either red or blue. Or
And blue is magic, so it just looks blue.
okay. I tell them it's blue aura, but it does look like it's evil. But it doesn't look cursed evil. Just magical evil.
Just evil and
It does vampiric damage. I don't know what's going on. I just came back.
He's debating whether the staff is cursed or not, because I'm being vague about it.
Yeah, it does vampiric damage.
I mean, yeah, it's probably not cursed, but it's probably a staff worshipping an evil deity. So, like, get it out of here. Got no room for that.
There you go.
It makes some good firewood.
Ain't
Couldn't-
nobody got time for that.
Maybe somebody would be interested in selling it and buying it. Shit.
They fucked up that Donkey Kong. Wow.
Well, everything is left kind of with the barrels because the barrels are pretty fucking. We're not gonna carry that around.
Yeah, there's a
Like, dude.
massive cock on the Among Us guy now.
There's like 900 pounds of vinegar and 130 pounds of garlic. Maybe on our way back we can pick that up.
That's the
Yeah.
perfect amount of vinegar and garlic.
We'll be able to pickle the garlic.
I don't have my mount out
Yeah.
here, so.
Use all the vinegar to pickle the garlic to
Yeah.
reduce the weight.
Yeah.
They put sunglasses
Hey,
on Donkey Kong. I like that.
Yeah.
We're right underneath the fort right now. I mean, we're right underneath the storeroom. Technically.
Yeah,
I mean,
We're not too
wait
far
for
away,
someone
but
down here.
it'll be a couple stretch come back and get it.
Yeah.
But we should wait for half Ford.
Can I
When-
use this?
when-
An hour went by. He did not return. So do you guys follow after him?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you've been traveling sort of southward along a rather large primary passage in the Underdark. And you travel for a while. Abforth is about an hour ahead of you. You travel for many, many hours, about 8 hours of travel.
I take out
Can
the calling stone thing that he's connected to, and I see if if he can answer it and say, "Hey, we're coming your way." How far
When
are
I
you?
hear it, I'll say okay, and I'll stop. I'll stop exploring.
Okay. That way we can catch up to you.
Oh, I was about to have some fun. There's actually a split. There's a split in the passage, and I was going to see if you could get split up and go different directions here. So after several hours of travel, you find a split in the passage, and it can either go to your left or to your right. Take your pick.
And we've been heading south.
You've been heading south, right? So the passage to your left seems to be headed sort of generally like east, and the other passage is sort of to the southwest-ish.
Well, one goes towards, Elvenport and the river, and the other goes towards that one weird city with the bleeding statue and shit, way out to the west, maybe. So like, just general directions.
Is
Obviously
there,
not super accurate, but
since we've done all this reading about the Underdark, like, is there something in knowledge or history that we could do to kind of like help us figure out what would be in which direction, sort of?
Roll a check. Knowledge
do we
history.
have like a goal, or are we just like clearing the Underdark in just a general sense,
With
right?
advantage?
To secure underneath the keep.
Nah, I rolled poor.
You rolled poorly.
I
You
don't
can't
think
recall
we
any
really do have
details.
a goal.
Yeah, we don't really have like a goal. Like, I know we're just trying to secure that first room. Like, that was the original goal.
You just wanted to go into the Underdark and explore around a little bit, see what's under
Right,
the keep.
so maybe instead of going like one way and just keep going, like maybe we set up some type of think like a perimeter, right? Create like a circle. Yeah. We go a little bit this way, then we come back and go a little bit the other way to secure the area around our keep. But that's just a thought. Just because we don't really know what we're doing or where we're going, like maybe we should figure out like a
You guys want to
instead
roll?
of just endless killing everything in the Underdark, which we could do. We could just go on a dungeon crawl, as well. So whatever y'all want to do.
I would
I
love
need
to
money.
go.
Whatever you guys want to do.
I'd love to go and explore and try to find that sword that I heard about. But it could be deep. It
Sword
could
of
be in dangerous
Bolivar?
places. No.
That was a Narcos reference. Yeah, then, okay, so just explore and kill and dungeon crawl? So what
I'm
we do?
fine with that.
I don't care. It's up to y'all, but as long as we have kind of an idea of what we're doing, we won't get confused.
You don't know much about the Underdark here, so maybe you can learn a little of the layout. Find out what's
Yeah,
close.
I think, maybe if this tunnel just keeps going on and on and on, right? Like, at some point, maybe we should think about stopping and backtracking and going down the other tunnel,
So, as I tried to describe, you are you're traveling as if you were traveling overland over vast distances. The Underdark
Mhm.
covers a pretty big area.
Right.
You don't have a map, although you've read about some of the areas here. You know generally that there are drow elves far to the west and far to the east.
Yep.
And you know that there is
a map of this area
There-
right now. I have a map of this area.
Well, yeah, generally, we take a left, we're going kind of towards Elvenport, the river, right? We
Ye-
take a right, we're going
No.
west.
No. We've got a map. Sorry, hold on. I have it. Hold on. I'm looking for it in my inventory. Hold on. I got it.
We have a map of the Underdark?
Oh yeah, we do.
What is-
Remember? Right. Roland, please wait to attend to in the south PSR. You use this map. Bianca has a copy anyway. Other side is a rough Underdark map.
I thought the map was like just near that wizard tower, like the guy was just trying to map out the Underdark, and like that was kind of our job for him.
This is the one that I have on me right now.
Well, so then if we take a left and we're going east, where are we heading then, Joe? If not towards Elvenport or the river, what's that way?
Well, if you do indeed have a map, it would indicate that Amarindar is down this path to your left.
We have a rough Underdark map. Joe Dad put it in
And
text chat.
What is the what is that place?
Amarindar is the Dwarven city. The Dwarven city fills most of this area under the valley.
The book for
So
the
we all-
Underdark only gave us advantage on the knowledge history checks in the Underdark. That's all.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
ever
that's what-
getting a map. Like that was the wizard in the tower. Remember, like isn't that his whole plot line? Is he wants to explore and map out the Underdark, and that's what he wants us to do for him?
Pretty much.
So there's multiple entrances to the Underdark. This one right here, I don't know where this one. Myanga. I don't remember where this one was. But what I was saying is we all read the Librum, so things. So we should all do a check on Underdark knowledge because we all have a +1 to Underdark knowledge because of that book.
I roll poor, so.
Yeah, Morkan didn't know anything. He can't tell. He can't tell direction down here.
I'm a little lost.
How do you tell direction in the Underdark?
I didn't even like. I
So
tried advantage and I rolled a 1 and a 4. So.
Advantage on knowledge history. History of the Underdark.
Oh, I got a 3.
Everybody can roll though. You know?
It's
Yeah, I got a
bad.
3.
Yeah, if you've read the book.
Yeah, I read a book that gave me that.
Yeah, and Razor
as something else,
and
but
Borker as well.
We all had our own book, but I can't remember what else mine did. Mine gave me advantage on. I don't know. Maybe it's like I get advantage on intelligence checks when I'm like studying books or something.
26.
Like
There you go.
Okay.
that. Yeah. Cool. He got it.
Wait, do we do that with advantage?
That's gonna be better than anything I can roll. So.
So normally you have to have the book to gain advantage.
No, I was remembering where we got this advantage or whatever. It was that room. It had a bunch of bookcases, and like each bookcase had like a book that was kind of made sense for each character. You know, like there was kind of a paladin book that gave me a bonus. And
They were all
as
in
well
different languages and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did different things. The one I had
Yeah.
outside of the Underdark check was just, I think, advantage on intelligence checks when I'm like in a library reading a book.
Sure.
You know, was the thing on mine. So I was just talking out loud. My bad. Just trying to remember that.
Oh no, you're good. My bad.
My memory's been shitty lately, so when I remember little things like that, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Okay, so using your sense of geography and your knowledge of maps and your knowledge of the Underdark, you feel like if you go to your right, that sort of heads towards Menza Baranzan, the city of the Drow. And if you go to your left, that heads towards Amarindar, the city of the Dwarves.
Might have more friends on the side of the doors.
Well, I know which side Cat
Mm.
wants to go to.
Sure.
Might want to go there before we go
Go
towards
kill all
Windsor
them
Branson.
fucking drow.
I would be fine with that.
Yeah, we can go towards the dwarf place. That sounds kind of fun. I know, they might have some information for us, considering they live down here. And I'd imagine finding information from them would be easier than some fucking drow. But, you know,
Well, yeah, considering the drow are evil bastards.
exactly.
So the party turns left then, I guess.
Yeah, pretty
All right.
obvious choice. Yeah.
So let's see. You traveled 1 hour. Let's see. 1 hex is 5 miles. You can travel 4 to 5 hexes in a day. So that would put you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that'll put you at another intersection. So you've been traveling a while, and it's been a lot of very similar kind of tunnels as you've been traveling through the dark, the dank, the underground. You come into a cavern that opens up a little bit more, and it seems to have multiple intersecting paths. So instead of just like one passageway, it widens out into a passageway that sort of splits off like an X in 4 directions. And there seems to be like more of a road along the path that you're on, and that travels sort of roughly southeast. But there's a crossroad, but it's not a main road. It's a secondary passage. So it's like a smaller, off the beaten path, underdark path. So you sort of have the option here. You came in from the tunnel. So you can continue going straight on the main road, or you can deviate from the main road to the left or to the right, off into the wilds of the Underdark. Do you want to deviate or do you want to stick to the main road?
What you think, Absforth?
I know anytime we deviate, we end up in fucking shit at like the worst place ever.
So you're saying we should deviate?
Absolutely.
I love it.
I like it.
Whatever gets us some money. Okay.
Mhm.
We'll stay on the main road.
All right, you stay on the main road. This area that you're in, being like the main thoroughfare, it's got areas that are off the main path that are like rest areas, right? And you've been traveling for 8 hours, and here you are at what appears to be a pretty good rest area if you'd like to make camp. You could continue a forced march, but you're fairly tired from traveling all day.
The void's trying to get Perky.
I mean, I'm down for a rest if y'all want. Yeah, they are trying to take Turkey, aren't they? Oh, that turkey flag is so good, too.
There's a void.
Yep. Yeah. They're going hard.
Does everyone agree to make camp?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll do a 4 hours surveillance since I don't need a full rest.
I'm fine with the camp. I need a. I don't use
I'd
any
like my
spells.
spells.
I'm not hurt, but
All right, everybody, make sure
I'm
you
okay either way, but
make sure you check off a food ration and some gallons of your water.
Mhm.
You got to keep track of your food and your water supplies down here. You never know when you're going to find them. Even if you're not going to take the full rest, you should probably still also eat and drink. Do you want to make a Barker? Do you want to make a scouting roll?
Sure.
Another investigate. Mm.
6.
All right. You find that the passage ahead looks fairly safe. For a passage in the Underdark. Fairly safe for a passage in a horrible, horrible place.
Seems legit.
Are we doing a full rest?
Yes, 8-hour rest.
So I'll take the first 4 hours for surveillance, like checking the group, everything's safe.
Y'all still hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. I'm
I'll
down to
take
one
the,
headset. My other one died.
I'll take the second 4 hours.
Do some meditation.
All right. Being in the Underdark can throw off your sense of time. So you rest and you awake after a period of time with no way of knowing how much time has really gone by. But you feel a little bit more refreshed. You regain your abilities and whatnot.
On the note.
Did you guys have, did you keep watch?
Yep.
Yeah. Rios first, then Razor second. I'm sorry, Morkan first, then Razor second.
I found the note here. It was reading Underdark Library gave us +1 to information checks regarding anything Underdark. Nature, survival, history.
So if you are on... Well, if you are resting, you can only be on guard for 2 hours.
Oh, we're elves.
They have
I'm an elf.
4-hour meditation
Yeah.
because they're elves.
They're both elves. Right.
Yeah.
All right, that works. They could do it. 2 people on watch all night. At some point during the night, there's a swarm of bats that flies through. If you have a ranged weapon, you can take some shots if you want to catch some bats to eat.
Is it me or is it Razor?
Either. Happens both times.
I'll try to shoot one of the bats.
'Kay.
Is it like a regular bat or a big
Yes.
ass giant bat?
Regular bats flying through the cave.
We'll try.
I'll Eldritch Blast them.
All right. Well, if you can hit, you have a fried bat to
Critical hit.
eat. Mmm.
30 damage.
Yeah, you got one.
Oh my god, the void's all fucked.
Actually,
Guys. Oh.
wait a second.
I think one of those hit.
A 10 and a 13.
It was actually 37 damage.
All right. Well, a standard D&D bat has 1 hit point and an armor class of 12. So they are dead.
You fucked it all the way up. Good job.
Yep.
Okay. So some wildlife in the Underdark. Nothing to worry about. So 8 hours go by, and you are awake now. And you continue on your journey through the Underdark. You're making pretty good time. You can travel, let's see, 1, 2. After traveling for several hours, there's another crossroads. This crossroads, it's sort of like a 3-way split. It looks like the main road curves to the south. But sort of straight ahead to the east is one of the side passages, a secondary passage. So it's like you're going in this direction when suddenly the main road curves off sharply to the right, and straight ahead seems like a broken down, unused road that doesn't get a lot of people traveling on it. So what do? Do you want to curve to follow the main road, or do you want to continue moving straight to the east?
Well, I picked last time, so somebody else picked this time.
Since we didn't leave the main road last time, might as well stay on the main road this time.
As we're traveling, you see Razor chewing on what looks like a big chunk of beef jerky, but upon closer examination, it is most definitely a bat wing.
Yum.
Going
And
full
then
RPO.
COVID was discovered.
Okay, so you stick to the main road, and another hour goes by when you come to another crossroads. Interesting. At the crossroads, Morcan hears a noise.
Do I? What does it sound like?
It was suspicious, but you can't figure out exactly what it was. It was just a suspicious noise in the darkness.
Sounded like an anteater.
I can see up to 120 feet. Would I notice anything?
It's a vast, open, cavernous area with multiple paths in and out. It's hard to have perfect line of sight on everywhere. There could be a million hidden people behind any of these stalactites.
I'll tell to the group to keep an eye open. That I heard something. Do I know kind of the general direction it came from?
It's hard to tell. Echoes, man, echoes.
I start climbing on. Is there a wall I can walk on?
Yep.
I'll try to start walking on the ceiling. And try to and go in between like the stalactites, stalagmites. Which one is the? Which one is the one on the ceiling?
Stalactite hangs from the ceiling. Stalagmite on the ground.
Try to see if I can actually perceive something from higher. And I'll have my bow pulled out and an arrow ready.
This dude on North Carolina's basketball team, his name is Puff. Puff Johnson. Dudes named their kid Puff.
You know, they smoke.
That's awesome.
Either that or they're really a big fan of that magic dragon.
Hang on, I'm reading something. Where does this connect to? All right, so what's your reaction? You heard a noise. What do you do?
Like I said, I climb on the walls.
You're looking around, but you don't see anything. What do you
I pull
do?
my bow and arrow. And
All right.
I'll keep an eye open for anything.
So Morkan is worried there's an ambush or something, and he's scampering across the walls and the ceiling. What's everyone else do?
I'm sleeping, right? Is it still during the rest or keep moving?
No, this is after the rest when you continued moving the next day.
Yeah, I'm gonna like just put up my axe, find a nice spot, let Morkan scout, be alert. Don't want to get ambushed. So. Defensive stance, I guess.
All right. Anybody else doing anything before I call for an initiative?
Already in action with my bow to shoot anything that comes out and tries to get us.
All right. So you pull out your bow as well. Okay. There's a long pause. And then you hear the sound again.
Something with long calls.
There is a long pause, and then you hear the sound again.
I was feeling
I
that
appreciate the
long
effort, Parker. That was a reach, but I love it.
pause.
All right.
I love it.
You spot it. There's a large cave lizard hanging from the ceiling in between the stalactites.
How long are his paws?
How far is it from? How far is it now?
Mortar squad.
Probably 100 feet.
I can't.
Hiding among the stalactites.
I will.
I can't see it. Is the problem.
I'll signal it to the group, but what I'll do though, I can shoot an arrow, and I'll tell you guys to look at where it goes because there'll be some flames on it, and I will attack the creature.
All right. Well, I'm not going to play this out as combat. It's just a lizard. You kill it.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't see past.
is there
60 feet.
a small lizard? Okay, nothing more.
Well, it's an underdark cave lizard. They're sort of like a horse, right? So you just murdered a horse, basically.
Oh, good. Oh, we got some horse meat. Yeah, we can cook this.
So a lot of dark elves would ride these. It's like a riding lizard that dark elves would ride around.
Oh, maybe we should get some of those.
It wasn't very threatening. It was making like some sort of intermittent mating call once in a while, just sort of a croaky noise.
Well, before we cut it apart and eat it, we can learn something about it. Maybe
Okay.
we can capture the next one.
Hmm.
And I gave that scroll of animal friendship to Kazanlir.
Should save some for Tonka.
And I tell Kazanlir next time we find one of those, maybe you can use that scroll on that, and then we can use that to mount on it, travel around on these things.
Yeah. I don't think Tonka would be very happy about that.
Getting replaced by a giant lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Could be food for Tonka.
Oh yeah, I give you all the coins, Kazanlir.
Oh, great.
Yep.
I
And I give you the
Shove
spell scroll.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, that's I don't know where I'll actually use this animal friendship scroll.
You can use it on one of these lizards.
Yeah, but I don't have a use for a mount. Like Barker gave me that fly if I need it. And then I got Tonka, he's like my loyal companion.
Yeah, there's
So
not
I
many.
don't
There's not many people that can use that though in the group.
Right. So I'm thinking if somebody else wants to maybe try and get a lizard mount, like they can have the scroll. 'Cause, I already have that covered on my end. But I think that's a really badass idea. And if I didn't already have a griffin, I fucking would want a lizard mount.
Would they allow us to like walk on
sounds
walls and
right.
shit.
stuff like that, like a lizard
Probably.
mount like that?
That
I'll try it.
that sounds OP,
Who
but
did that?
yeah, that would be cool as shit. Like, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
okay.
cast
maybe.
animal
Oh.
friendship.
Oh, we didn't remove our
So
characters. Huh?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
if
have to.
anybody wants to try to tame one of these lizards, then you can have the scroll.
yeah, I'll try.
I think you're getting me confused with my alter ego, like parallel universe Casimir Curious. That is the mount collector
Oh no,
and
no, no! But
the
I thought
animal
you would
breeder.
be better at trying to use the scroll than me, for example.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If I don't have Tonka, absolutely. But I'll give it to Davis. Anybody else want it? Davis, you said you want it?
I'll try. That's all right.
Sure. Yeah. Here you go.
I'll
I
try
give it to you.
anything.
Good luck.
All right. So this is the map that you got. And you started at Kyle Keep, which is over here. And then you went to the orc fight, which was right here. And this is that river that you had an option. You went down the passage that the orcs were from the south, or they were looked like they were headed in this direction. So you went this way, and then there was the intersection, and you went this way, and then there was this intersection, and you continued on the main road, and you got to this intersection where I said you could go forward, but it looks like people don't use that road. So you said, nah, let's stick to the main road again. And then you got to this intersection where you killed the lizard. Okay, so
Hey, Mark, the animal friendship only me and you can use that scroll. Anyways, it's not on Casimir's spell chart.
as you can see, the Underdark has split. And there's multiple paths, different directions you could go here.
Hmm.
We go to the big three.
If
I guess, you
remember
know,
correctly, just this way, there's a giant 3.
Yeah.
can we discern which way is like the main road still? I mean, we've been following the main road, so why would we just...
There's a little guide here. Secondary passages are dotted lines. Primary passages are solid lines. Tertiary passages are dot dot dots.
So straight or left, boys? What y'all think?
Yep.
Either way's fine.
The main path would either go this way or that way.
Is there any signs? Writing on the walls? Anything?
Signs or writing. Let's see.
Is there one?
Let's see and investigate.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if there's any
14 is my best.
14. You don't see a lot of signs of traffic. This area seems to be maybe off the beaten path. Maybe not maybe not the most main of roads down here.
If we're looking at this road and this road, which one looks like it's more used? I have a 15 for that one.
It's all about the same. So really, the main road is the road that runs from sort of here to here. This is the main road, and then you're sort of like in a secondary road that runs north south. So you're on the south road over here. We got the north road, but this is the main east west road that runs between the two drow cities. And that's basically where Amarindar is. This is Amarindar right here. And this is the main road that runs through Amarindar between the two drow cities.
I thought we were going towards the dwarf town.
I mean, you had to go out the north side of the initial orc cave to get there, because that would have taken you here. So you're going this way, and then you could have gotten there by going here, but you kept going this way. So now you're headed towards the south more. So this is sort of in the direction of Ched Nasad, the other drow city down here. Either of these exits.
I mean, don't we have missions to deal with the drow from the Baron anyway?
Yep.
Sounds like a plan to me then.
kind of, you know. I mean, yeah, it's like a tertiary thing. Side, but yeah, overarching kind of problem.
There's also the undead, the vampire. Escaped. I don't know where it went. I don't know. We should keep on going straight. Well, it doesn't matter, or we can flip a coin.
Notorog says you killed the cave equivalent of an old mare, just out to pasture, not even worth riding anymore. They're just like, good girl, you lived a long life. You go
man.
cling to the stalactites for the rest of your.
Took it behind the barn and shot it in the head.
Meanwhile, Morkan's just like, die, 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 instant kill, headshot.
Yeah. Now I feel bad.
He's the murderer of a isn't he?
Morgan does shoot at everything he sees instantly.
Yeah,
That is
pretty
very
much,
true.
dude.
There is a
But
certain
he
advantage to getting the
super
drop on
murderer,
things.
though. You're right about that. I never thought about it.
He's like the hunter.
That's
No,
funny.
because
Everything's a prey.
Yeah, I don't know which way you guys want to go. We'll go straight.
You'll go straight.
Let's go straight.
Kazanlir's the party leader. He marches forward.
Around. Follow your dwarven instincts, man.
All right, so you only have enough movement to get into this hex here. So you guys are real tired. It's been 8 hours of travel, and at some point you'll find a spot that looks suitable as a campsite. Would you like to force march and continue going to 3, or do you want to make camp here?
Keep going.
Now, I'll warn you, if you say keep going, you can keep going, but you'll take 1 level of exhaustion.
I think we don't know what 3 is, and we should probably camp.
I don't want to keep going.
I don't like levels of exhaustion.
And yeah, and let's eat that lizard.
1 level of exhaustion isn't too bad. You can go 1 extra hex, you'll take 1 level of exhaustion. You could even go a second hex, and you'll be at exhaustion 2, which still isn't too bad. Exhaustion 3, though, at 3 exhaustion, you get a disadvantage to attack, which is bad.
I
So,
think we should rest and eat that lizard.
At 1 level of exhaustion, Kazanlir cannot dash in combat.
right. So it's a trade-off. It's your choice. You can make camp, or you can continue on.
Kazanlir will never make it to the fight if he takes a level of exhaustion.
Are you saying he's got short legs? That might be an
So,
insult.
like, I mean, yeah, like we're camping, obviously, right? Like, we decided that when all 8 of you said let's camp, like, well, let's camp.
All right,
Yeah,
you guys make camp.
What are y'all asking me for?
Are you going to make the same arrangements for on watch?
Yeah.
Professor and Razor and Morkan will be on watch for the night, using their elven ability to not have to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
'Kay.
We're losing slowly our mind. Living for an eternity without sleeping.
Yeah, not knowing what time of day it is
Yeah.
fucking weird.
All right, everybody has to drink some more water, and they have to eat another ration.
Well, we're eating the lizard, the friendly lizard that wanted to be friend with us, that I killed.
All right, so you've got
Savage.
a big lizard. Did you roll a survival check to see what you could harvest from it?
No.
You should go ahead and do that.
But I say, when has he not rolled a survival check?
I don't think you're gonna be taming one of those while you're eating another one. So
I got a 16.
get rid of all of it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's enough to feed 3 people. That meat there.
All right.
So 3 rations worth of usable meat on that riding lizard.
Can I assist him on that?
The survival check?
Survival check? Yeah.
Are you?
Oh, the dagger. Oh. Sorry. Massive fucking shot.
It could be an advantage. Like if you give him advantage, it probably would help with that kind of check. So before he makes the roll, you should say, "Now let me help you," and then you make your check first.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Can I assist him on that?
No, it's too late.
Or is it too late?
It's too late.
late.
Okay. Okay.
You need to be Johnny on the spot and say, "Let me help you with that," and then roll your help check and beat a DC 10. And you have to be proficient in survival, or you can't even make that help check.
Well, yeah, I have half proficiency.
I don't know if that counts. That's like a weird bard feature that gives you half proficiency. I think you really need to be proficient in order to help.
Okay.
All right. Just as a time saver on that one. All right, so after 8 hours go by, let's see here.
Future reference. If you're doing something, I will give you guidance or resistance.
Okay.
If you ask.
Guide my hand, Antonio.
All right. You
Show me the
rested.
way.
You rested for your 8 hours, and everybody recuperates a little bit. During those 8 hours, nothing comes along in the tunnel to attack you.
Nice. The underworld is pretty peaceful.
So far, I've been rolling a d6 every single hour, and I'm not rolling the 6 that's going to indicate there's a monster here.
And then we'll keep on going.
Aren't we just some lucky duckies?
Yeah.
All right, you continue. You arrive at 3.
Oh, this is awesome.
Hey, there's a
3.
giant 3.
Oh, there's a 3. Yeah.
What is that giant 3?
What the fuck happened? What's this pink miasma going through here?
Is
You-
this the dwarf town?
You enter into yet another very large cavern, 100 feet by 200 feet, filled with stalagmites and stalactites.
Both tights of tights.
I will walk on the walls and be a little bit more elevated.
Oh man,
Anything noticeable in
they
the
are
cave?
fucking this up, man.
Okay, it says here that Morkan automatically, with his passive perception and his 120-foot dark vision, is going to notice in the ceiling there's a hole.
Ooh.
Professor, you gonna make me go to sleep, bro.
I bring it up to Avfort. I think we should go and take a look. There's a hole at the ceiling.
I mean, you're the one that walks on walls, bro. I gave my fly away.
Oh, have you?
I have I got fly as well.
We do have the
Yeah,
ladder.
He gave
if,
me the mount.
No, I didn't take the ladder. Somebody else took that.
Yeah, Kessenly has the ladder, I think.
I have a potion of climbing.
I tried to give the ladder to somebody, didn't I? Somebody took it, right? Because I got the fly.
Oh, you get the fly now. Well, worker, you can use the ladder if you want.
Well, like the fly's temporary. Like, you know, I'm gonna be using the griffin most
Yeah,
times. So.
I'm gonna stop beating around the bush. I don't think I want to go up in that hole. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I was making excuses first, but I'll reveal my cowardice and say I don't think I want to go in that hole.
How high is that ceiling?
40 feet up.
You guys want to go see if there's anything at the top there?
Wow.
The only
Yeah,
strange
sure.
holes I explore are the bugbear kind.
God damn it. I love this guy. Yeah. Go ahead, Markan. We'll follow you. You're the one with the permanent climbing ability. We'll take your lead.
Well, you might want to move closer. So at least you can see it if something comes out of it.
I'll stand underneath it with my bow ready.
I mean,
Like, if you
we
come
only
running
have
out with
60
something
feet
chasing
dark
you.
vision, so we'll probably just be able to see you. That's it.
The ceiling is about 40 feet, so you'll see a little bit in. Yeah, I'll walk towards the hole slowly. Ready for an attack or anything.
Slowly approach the hole.
All right, so you maneuver yourself onto the ceiling, and you approach the center of the ceiling where there's this big gaping hole. You enter the hole, and there's a chute The chute extends off into the distance. There's about 40 feet before it hits a dead end. So do you want to climb all the way up the chute?
No.
Don't be a
Oh,
pussy. Go. Hurry up. You got
Aw,
Mr. Step.
shoot. A dead end.
Yeah, you're gonna shoot the dead end. I'll see on the ledge of the hole. I won't go in. But we can shoot inside. See what happens.
Shoot inside the chute. So you're just gonna shoot an arrow down the chute and just
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
I've seen Star Wars. I know what's down those giant chutes.
Oh shit.
We shoot the hole. We shoot in the hole. Might be like a giant blob or something.
UNC.
The end of Coach K.
Let's see. All right.
Dude's been coaching my entire life.
So imagine this is the chamber right here, and the chute is in the ceiling like this. So what you're saying is that you're going to hang out on the lip of the ceiling,
Yep.
looking into the chute, and you're going to fire an arrow at that point there.
Yep.
Okay. Your arrow hits the wall and then falls back down.
Catch it.
roll a dex save. Let's see if you can catch the arrow.
Can I do acrobatic?
Also, there's a 50-50 chance the arrow broke when it hit the wall. So let's see. You can catch a fragment at least.
Screw it. The acrobatic would have been way more fun.
He's still got a huge cock on mine, Professor.
I'm gonna go into the chute slowly.
All right, you begin climbing up the 40-foot chute.
Yeah.
Near the top, you see that it's not a perfect seal. Like there's as if there's a large stone, a roughly shaped stone, sitting on top of a hole, and you are in that hole, looking at the stone that completely covers that opening, but it's not a perfect fit, right? So there's tiny gaps.
Can I hear? Is there anything above?
No, you can't hear through it.
There's no daylight or anything.
It looks like somebody strong could probably move the stone, but you're at a really bad angle being in the chute.
With like a crowbar, some sort of like that. Can I try to pry it open a little bit?
With a crowbar, that would work probably, yeah.
I'll try that. I do have a bar.
All right, you pull out your crowbar and you begin working the stone until it's pushed aside. It does require a 20 strength check, but you get advantage with a crowbar.
No, oh shit.
It's real difficult. It's a big, heavy stone that a bunch of orcs move into place.
I got it.
All right. With a lot of work, a lot of elbow grease, you manage to push the stone aside.
Okay, before I do more, I go down and I let the group know what I found and what I did.
Hmm.
You guys want to come in and take a look at what might be in that room up there?
Sure, if you think it's worth it.
I think
Everybody
it's.
else is going, then yeah.
I don't think it's really safe just to go on my own.
Yeah, I'm down to go if everybody else is. I just don't like you said, I don't want to go.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what's in there.
Let's go.
Is it a Orc toilet? Ooh. What have we found?
All right, hang on a second.
Hey, Ninja, could you put that board on like the last map that we were on the board?
Yo, they changed that
You need to go back to that one for
that
something?
the Chinese flag to safe traffic women in China.
I'd like to keep track of like the travel that we've done.
Some pretty
Yeah,
raunchy
change the
stuff
window
going
too.
on place right now.
Yeah, we can go back and forth between the two boards. That's fine.
Okay.
It's just right now there's a thing going on.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's a giant blob that took over the maps, like the
The Among
flags.
Us has a giant cock that's coming all the way up the rainbow onto all the My Little Ponies. And the statue at the bottom on the German flag that was pissing on the dolphins, now peeing, throwing up, and violently vomiting all at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah.
What happened?
Statue at the bottom that was peeing on the dolphin is having some trouble.
They're rebuilding the Turk flag. They got attacked by that big blob.
Yeah, they did. The purple void.
Yeah.
Luckily they survived. Hopefully they can rebuild it to what it was.
Yeah, that dig and the dig and the jizz got cleaned up, and then it came back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's gotta be like some bunch of kids on Twitch or something, right?
Mm.
That Star Wars posters. Just perfection. Let's hold them strong.
It's amazing that Star Wars still has fans like that.
Mm-hmm.
Redditors.
Yeah.
Yoshi's still
Yeah.
there.
That
Oh
puppy,
hell yeah, Yoshi got a perfect mushroom now.
That puppy doesn't have a single speck disturbed.
Nope. It's
Who
stick
would hurt
perfect.
a puppy?
There's two little
Exactly.
dogs. There's two little dogs on the
Where's
right
that?
side being drawn with hearts. Took over that.
Oh wow,
red
those
flag.
are really good too. Yeah, I see
Mhm.
them.
Those are gonna stay there.
Those are really
What
well
puppies?
done. Right center. You see the super mega sign that's like popping out on the right side? If you go
Bottom
down
left.
and to the left, there's
Oh,
two
no, no,
dogs with hearts. They're so cute and well done. You know, like
no.
Yeah, that's Will Neff who's working on that.
Will Neff. That
I
sounds
get you the
familiar.
doggy. Come on, man.
Another streamer.
Oh
gotcha.
man, the purple void is encroaching on the Triforce.
No,
Bunch
no.
of
Oh
gamer
no
nerds
no no
involved.
no no no
Oh shit!
no.
He's gonna take over GameStop.
I've got a tile to place. I'll defend the Triforce.
It's splurging over GameStop.
Yeah, that's fine. They can have that, but they can't mess with the Triforce.
Wow, that Triforce got repaired real fast. There's
Yeah,
only
it
one
did.
spec messed up right now.
It's
Yep.
kind of small and it's pretty simple. I think like if you put bots on it, it's never gonna move.
Yeah, probably.
And there's too many fans of Zelda.
I love this foxhole thing. I was talking to Barker about, Professor. If you go just up and to the left of the Triforce, you see the foxhole board there? That hex map that's green and blue? That's actually what the in-game map is like, and the in-game map, like the way you play that game, is you're fighting for these territories, right? So all these people are actually like fighting on the little map within their little game sign, like they're in the game, you know? So they're like playing place within place, you know? Kind of neat.
Is
Donkey
anybody
Kong, the Donkey
like
Kong became
mapping the
very,
way we
very
go?
cool.
I haven't been keeping up
Mhm.
with it.
Keeping
I
up
would
with what,
assume
Joe?
our cartographer scribe guy is documenting our path, trying to map this Underdark.
That's what you get for making assumptions.
We have a guy with us mapping.
Yeah, his name's Workinson. He's a scribe.
Oh,
He does maps and stuff. I don't know if he's actually mapping it or not. I just assumed he would be mapping it.
Yeah, ask
No,
Ninja if he
he's
can.
exploring strange, dirty holes right now,
hmm. Oh, you're right. That Donkey Kong, yeah.
pulling out his crowbar.
Come on.
I'm setting up the map here.
I'm
So
working my way in right now.
here is the entrance right here. So there's this hole in the floor, and after pushing the giant boulder out of the way, you are able to come up into this room here.
What have we found?
Another dungeon within a dungeon.
God.
All right, so here's the boulder that you pushed out of the way, and plop, big giant boulder. It's all right. So it was 40 feet up, and then another 40 feet up through the shaft. So that's 80 feet to here. So this is about like 90 feet up. Who's got 100 feet of rope?
We all have ways to climb up.
I do not have rope.
So how's everyone getting up?
Will the fly fit through there?
I tend to like flop it back and forth a little bit if I have trouble.
Somebody riding the fly can fly up here. Spider climb allows you to get up here.
The ladder can take 2 people.
The ladder could make it eventually. Takes a while to walk up the wall around the curved surface and then up the shaft. But yeah, you could do it eventually. All right. Well, you arrive inside this area here. In the southern end of this small cave is an 8-foot diameter sinkhole. A 60-foot coil of knotted hemp rope lies by the hole near here. So there's a 60-foot coil of rope. Chute descends 40 feet from the sinkhole to Area 3 in the Underdark.
Let's go in and see what's going on. But we should. I wouldn't be surprised if there was any traps around here in this dungeon.
Indeed.
Ford, you wanna do your magic?
Yeah, I'll scout there.
We'll keep an eye behind you. How big are these blocks? 5 or 10?
5.
On investigate while
Butterfly
sticking
in
to
the sky.
Okay. So you begin to scout ahead when almost immediately you hear sounds.
You broke up, Ninja. Stop talking.
Yeah, it must be good because you didn't say anything.
Almost immediately you'll begin to hear sounds.
Oh, they're already dead. They're at minus.
I'll point a finger, like I'll hold a hand up for more count.
Oh. Casimir. Casimir and Razor. Want to go ahead? There's some foes in front of us. We should be quiet though. Maybe try to get them in surprise.
And they're like out at this narrow corridor.
Ask Ford. You know he heard something ahead.
I'll do like the military hand signals, like put a couple fingers up and do like a hand forward in a chopping motion, and do like a circle and a
Yep.
fist.
Yep, I know what that means. I'll move up to the corner. And I'll put up my hand in a military stop motion.
Well, that doesn't work.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Sorry about that.
taking
I don't
Just,
understand, and I run into the back of you.
one. Alright.
What about this one? Is that one gonna work?
Antonio's taking a break.
I'm gonna peek around the corner and then I'm gonna hold up 4 fingers. 4 enemies, I'm gonna point. Yeah, 4 that way. I'm gonna point at more cannon out 4th. 1, 2. Hand chop, go motion.
Take an arrow
After
out.
me.
Can you see this here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Razor holds up like a OK symbol with his left hand, then holds up one finger in his right hand, and then he sticks the one finger into the circle of the OK.
What does that one mean? That's new.
Holds it upside down below the waist.
I whisper, it means let's fuck him up.
I nod. Figure. Yeah, I like that.
I'll do the same thing, but with my fist.
Hey, Do you have any? Well, wait, before we get in there, do you guys have any spells to help the group before we get into an encounter?
Um,
No.
Doesn't seem like it.
I mean, yeah, but
Do you notice anything about these creatures though?
we just did the whole like cool military SWAT shit. We going in, right? Let's go. No, I don't know. Some orcs in the room. They look, I would assume, kind of like the orcs that we fought previously, sort of. Or make a noise, make them come this way. Catch them around, ambush them around the corner.
If only we had somebody with thaumaturgy. Is it thaumaturgy?
Vomitor.
Yeah, you can like you can swing doors open, make noise at the distance and stuff like that.
So
Isn't that cleric only?
I don't know.
I think that's cleric only. We don't have one of them.
I think Joe can cast clerics.
No,
No?
it's potato that they can do it.
Okay, so let's see. Epworth, you were scouting ahead. You begin to hear sounds as if there are several people in discussion. They're speaking in Undercommon. Do you speak Undercommon?
Maybe. I speak.
I speak
Yeah.
them all.
I do. Common, undercommon, halfling.
All right, then. So you can hear a bunch of orcs in thick orcish accents speaking in Undercommon. You hear a booming voice shouting orders at the lesser orcs, and occasionally a snake-like voice whispers in his ear some instructions and some advice. And then he shouts some more orders, and there's various other orc voices that are taking those orders and saying how they'll pass on those commands to the other orcs. So he seems to be somebody in charge, some sort of leadership type person that you can hear around the corner. You haven't really seen anybody, but they're not too far away, and they're all in a room nearby.
I'll just put a finger up to my lips and I'll keep going forward and scout a little bit further until I can see something. Get to this corner and I'll look around both ways. Imagine I'd see those guys over there, or unless that's a different room.
Yeah, let me find something here.
What are they saying?
Who's got big AoE damage that can go start this off with AoE?
Potato.
Yeah.
We can shoot them arrows with poison.
Jodab said me. I think he's got that shatter or thunderclap or whatever spell.
Oh yeah.
Whether
Yeah,
he
you can
makes
go
it
ahead.
in and gets it off, we'll see. I don't know. It's an idea. That's how I would start this fight if this was, Pathfinder and I was playing by myself. This would be started with an AoE spell. And then I would let them come at me.
Oh, there's more that way too. What's with the tiny ones? It's like World of Warcraft.
Okay.
Oh, there's kids. What the fuck have we discovered there?
So this is
Itty baby orcs.
a whole lot of orcs. You can hear a lot of activity here.
Can we see that, like the woman and the babies?
I guess if you peek your head around the corner, you got 120
Yeah.
foot. You can see some of them.
I'll let them know what I see. I see some babies and some orc woman ahead. It was like, what is this? Like a nurse, like a nursery or what?
The whole fucking work compound.
I got an arrow for each one of them.
Hordes and hordes and hordes of orcs. You seem to have stumbled upon a rather swarming hive of orc activity. What do you want to do?
Swarm of orc activity?
This whole place is swarming with orcs. You've come up inside right into the heart of an orc base, right through the garbage chute.
Damn it! She told me not to come inside.
Right in the pooper.
He always says that.
I
That's
don't
what's
know,
cool.
honestly. I feel like we may have stumbled upon like some sort of like orc home.
An orgy.
I got a couple exploding arrows.
This is the heart of the crushed skull orc territory. This is the king of the crushed skull orcs, and all of
I wanna
his
kill them
women and children and soldiers.
Women and
I
children.
touch my chest plate and use invisibility and duck into this corner.
I mean, of course I'd want to like get rid of the orcs. I just don't know if that's a good idea. Like, considering we've heard of, are we aware that there's a dwarf place down here at this point? I know you told us, but considering
Emerindar is well known. It is
Like,
the
we could go-
main dwarven place nearby. As a dwarf, you would know about it.
and I'm assuming they're always at war with these orcs. Maybe we could go there first, maybe get some help. Be like, hey, let's go get rid of all these orcs, or fuck it, Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, either way.
Yeah.
It looks like it might be a big battle. This is a cave full of orcs. There's no telling how many there are. You haven't laid eyes on the full totality of them. Most of those you don't even see. You just hear them in the distance.
Right.
There's a lot of babies and
Yeah, you can hear the screaming sounds of orc children running and playing and fighting.
Well, you gotta throw children in there.
we gotta bring chaos in it. They're orcs though, man.
Yeah, but they're still children. Like, that's a tough one, right? That's the classic dilemma, Chaotic,
Well,
evil babies. What do you
Each
do
one
about
of these
them?
babies are future Hitlers.
Sure.
Yeah, but I
Or-
wouldn't kill baby Hitler.
Yeah. Future liaisons that can bridge some type of gap of hate between orcs and dwarves and forge an alliance. Be a hero.
No.
Like
Oh,
one of them
no.
orcs in WoW. I'm sure one of them orcs in World of Warcraft did that. I feel like I remember something like that. I don't know. I don't know if we should go up in the orcs like home castle shit. Like, hey, what's up?
That'd be cool
We're
to
here
kill
to
the
kill
king.
everybody.
You haven't been spotted yet. You have the opportunity. You could still slink out back through the toilet chute there.
Is there a water source nearby?
I think we should find out which one of the consorts is the Orc King's favorite and all have sex with her.
Now that's a plan.
I like it. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I know what Krios wants to do.
I'm already invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow the lead.
Hey,
Well, like, what do
Wait,
you
wait,
think about?
yeah, see. Hey, Ford, what if I give you that poison we got from that exploded orc and you poison their water?
I don't see the wife and the kids yet, right?
Long-term plan.
You are behind a wall. You can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he didn't say. Morgan didn't tell us about the kids and stuff, right?
Yes, I did.
I mean,
Oh, I say,
thought we'd all
I tell
hear it.
them,
But
I
no
can
wife, no kids, man.
I can see a little bit.
I tell them, no wife, no kids. I don't do that. I'm not a baby killer.
They're orcs.
all of a sudden, Antonio is of Mexican descent.
He is now
Excuse
excuse me?
Now he is
That was
Antonio Montana.
that was Cuban.
Mm.
He's now Antonio Banderas.
You don't call a
He's gonna
Cuban
he's
Mexican.
fucking Scarface.
I like it.
What
I mean,
you-
I tend to agree. I mean, just in a general sense, like I'd rather just kill
I'm
orcs on the
telling you, you kill
battlefield.
the orcs, the adult men, the men orcs,
we dodged the
and any
babies and we
combatant
killed
women.
the adults.
Out of
Don't
character, I
don't kill the
guarantee you,
babies.
as soon as we start fighting, all of these women and children are gonna try to murder our faces.
Yeah, sure, maybe, but
Mhm.
not the babies.
Mm-hmm. The babies. Orc society is based on fighting and proving yourself to be the greatest warrior possible. They will try to kill us. I'm gonna guarantee it. That's out of character.
Yeah,
But
that doesn't make it any like more okay with me. Like, yeah, I don't know.
oh, I didn't say it would. I just said
They're
that's what's
defending
gonna
their
happen.
daddy. Like they're gonna defend their daddy.
Well, then they'll be defending me because I'm their daddy. I'm the pappy.
I'm the pappy them children.
I used to hate bugbears, you know. Then I met Boswick. But yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
just looking to see if I got some kind of spell that I
Well,
can
I
do
know I'm
this.
ready for whatever y'all decide. So I'll follow you guys. I'm not making the call on this one.
I want an epic battle, but
Oh,
It's kind of late to start an epic battle. You know, we're not gonna like finish it tonight, but
Epic rap battles of history.
mm,
well, the one thing that we can do, like once they start moving towards us, is move back, and then we have this one corridor that we can trap them in. But I'd like to
yeah, I
if we're
just don't think that this is personally. I mean, you know, take a vote or something, I guess, but I personally just don't think this is a fight that I should be taking on right now, or we should be taking on at this point in time. But I don't know. He set all this
tell me a
stuff up.
surprise on this guy.
What if those orcs decide one day that they know they want to come fuck with our fort from under here?
oh, they will.
Well, I mean, I'm
They're
not
not even
saying
that
just
far.
leave them be, but I don't think we should just like run in and start fighting them all. Like, we know where their home is. They ain't going nowhere, right? Could regroup, come up with a plan, get some reinforcements. Yeah.
That's
The
Yeah,
true.
question I have is, can we get in here with element of surprise, kill these 6 right here, and get out before these guys engage us?
Well, we don't know. We don't even know those guys are there really. We just hear a lot of orcs,
Well,
right?
Asworth has told us that these
So,
guys are here,
well, yeah, but I mean,
and Morgan just told
the
us
answer
that
to your
these guys
question,
are
I
here.
don't know. That's no idea, man. I wouldn't assume that you can stealthily take out 6 orcs at once without making any noise. But
Well, I didn't
I don't know.
mean make noise, because I can cast slow on all these guys so they won't get to us. Like, it'll half their movement speed. And we can just avoid them, because they won't be able to hit us.
Yeah, sounds good. So go for it.
But we still have to kill these
Start with
guys.
that spell then. Seems like you guys
I don't have to fight them. I'm not
kind
worried
of
about
wanna
that.
wanna
I
fight,
just know
so
that
let's do
I
it.
just know that it could be a problem for us in the future.
Well, we have a surprise on these guys. This guy and this guy gotta die.
Yeah, I'd like to move in a room slowly and then shoot arrows before the fight starts.
All right, you want to make a surprise round? Morkan's on the move. Roll stealth.
I'll I'll go stealth 2 with him.
I'm already invisible.
I'm only doing 1 deck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide here behind the wall. Let them come to me, I guess.
If these guys charge, or when these guys here get to this square right here, and they start clustering up, I'm gonna cast a slow on them.
I got a 19.
All right.
Who says they'll cluster up?
You don't even know those guys are
Otherwise,
there.
Morgan just told us they were there.
Actually, before I shoot an arrow for surprise, can I cast another spell?
I'll save my slow.
So, there's only one spot to hide, and it's here.
Was there?
Do these guys have the dark vision?
I mean, they're orcs. Of course they do.
They're orcs.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, do they have that much dark vision? It's like 60, right?
Yeah.
They live in the Underdark.
Oh, that's 60 right there. Oh, shit. Okay.
They can see 23. Let's see, 23 puts the thing right out here.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything that comes into this room is spotted. If you're here, you're hiding behind a wall, and your stealth is good. If you're invisible, you're also fine.
Yeah, I'll prepare an attack.
You just need to break line of sight for a hide to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare a shatter for the center of these guys here. So.
I'm gonna. My first arrow is gonna be an exploding
Shatter at
arrow.
level 2.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and do the one surprise round. So if you're doing a thing, you're doing it right now. So roll it. Take your shots.
First arrow is gonna be an arrow plus exploding arrow, plus exploding. With a 21 to hit, and it's on the. Sorry. I am going to be aiming on this guy here. So these three, boom, they take.
I'm gonna save my invisibility. I'm not gonna shoot.
All right. So you're actually aiming at this corner of this square, and it's catching him in the blast and him in the blast.
Yeah.
Probably him
Gonna
too.
do it.
It wouldn't catch these guys. They're on the other side of the table.
No, but they would be blinded, I guess, for a second.
Would they
And
be blinded by the light?
These 3 right here.
and then
They would be
second,
wrapped up like a douche another in the night.
second arrow, fifth,
Revved up like a deuce.
14.
I'd say
14. Does it hit the second arrow?
I thought it was douche. For a long
Yeah.
time.
Let's deal with that first one first.
Okay.
What's the dex save?
I don't remember.
10-foot radius.
Is it 15?
spot.
I think.
Okay, so
I think it's 15.
Okay. And the damage?
3d6. So. Well, shoot. It's only 6 damage of exploding.
All right.
And the one that got hit by the arrow took an additional 17 damage.
So 17 and 6 is 23.
Does a 14 hit with the second arrow?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
hit everybody.
He's gonna take 15 damage extra.
Actually, hang on. He's a lieutenant. He's not a regular orc. Let me check his stats real quick. He's got armor class. He's got armor class 14. What was your hit?
15 damage.
Attack 14. Yeah, that did hit. All right. 15 damage.
Yep.
All right. Several arrows sink into that white fist orc lieutenant. He lets out a roar, and he keels over dead.
When he does that, I do my shatter right here. 'Cause That's 10-foot radius.
All right. Kaboom! A second explosion. What's the save?
16.
Con 16. All right. Excuse me.
Sorry, my mouse got stuck on that guy for some reason. He just started like dragging me all over the place.
You could not fuck with my stuff. I appreciate it.
Hang on, let me get him out of the way.
There you go. It's not perfect, but
Okay. Only one of them makes the save, and it's this guy. What's the damage on that?
It's 14 damage.
'Kay.
And the guy who saved takes half.
do they fly off? Like, how does that work?
All right. So he saved for half. He took 7 damage. They let out a cry as the shockwave blasts through them, with a ripple making all of their jowls flap and jiggle about. All right.
And make those sudden round ringing.
Did anybody else have a surprise round shot of any kind that they wanted to throw in, or do you want to move or do anything during this turn?
No, I was saving my invisibility.
Gotcha. Okay, then we will just roll initiative. A stunning surprise round to combat begins. Kapam! And then everybody has to put in their initiative.
Garbage.
I like this ambient tunnel, post-apocalyptic ambience that I've found, but I'm going to swap back to the combat one.
Ooh, 21, baby! Let's go!
Kev, have you set your initiative yet?
He
He's
got
doing
it
it right
rolled.
now.
I don't think he got it set yet.
Yeah, set.
Jodep, you are
I hit
first.
him with another. I hit him with another shatter. Let's go!
2 shatters back to back.
Kapow! Con 16 save.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
What's the damage on that?
5 damage, baby.
Is that all?
Almost minimum.
Nice. All right, so let's see. This orc only took 2. The king only took 2. The shaman only took 2.
And then I.
All right, so this one, he dies. He keels over the table. Sends the table sprawling over in a pile in a heap.
And then I will dip back over here and cast a bardic inspiration on Razor.
It's a D8, right?
Get 1d8. You get a d8. Use it how you see fit.
you're done now, Joe?
And I will end my turn.
I'll walk in a bit, and then I'm gonna see what I'm seeing, and I'm gonna see the shaman, and I'm gonna shoot 2 arrows at it. 2 arrows at the shaman.
Okay. The shaman, he doesn't want to take shots.
Yes, he does. 29 to hit, and 19 to hit. with 30 damage. Take that sucker, and then I'll step back in behind the corner.
So I tell Morkan, don't kill any of the kids. I'll slow them so they can't fight us.
No, I'll make a soup with them while they're alive.
All right.
Tell him, no wife, no kids, man.
You shoot 2 arrows into the chest of the orc shaman, and he lets out a roar. And as he roars, he seems to become enraged. And when he becomes enraged, he gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and all of his muscles are flexing super hard. And he flexes his muscles so hard that the arrows that stuck into him are like broken by the muscles flexing so hard.
Does it take any bleed though?
No.
Okay. That's kind of scary. And I'm done my turn.
Okay. So what happens next is there are quite a few orcs in the next room that are going to hear the commotion. So let's see here. They are in the common area.
Oh, and I'll tell the group before, and it's like, they're not that hard to kill, but... just a few more.
All right, so there's all these other orcs, and they're all in this back area here, and they're going to jump into action. So a bunch of them are going to go in here, and they're going to begin gathering up the women and the children and telling them, like, what to do. These ones are near the front, and they were on guard, and so they're going to come charging in with a dash, and they're all going to get to about here. These other ones, they were all in the sleeping area, and as alarms begin to go off, many of them begin to rise from their slumber and gather up their weapons and armor, so none of them will be able to do anything this turn. They're all simply equipping themselves and waking up. So, sort of delayed reaction on all of these ones back here until they get a chance to gear up and get into action in a turn or two. Just try to find an actual space for them. Now, you are only aware of the ones that just poured into the back area behind the smash table, so it's not going to look quite as bad just yet. You're unaware of the sheer number of orcs that are about to come charging in. But so far, there's got to be at least 9 of them that you can see. And with a dash, they get pretty far. They're just on the other side of the table.
Fucking hell.
Do we have a wizard in the group?
Okay, so that's the regular orcs. Abforth, what do you do?
Professor, don't fall asleep.
Tired as shit too, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm on that old man sleep schedule lately.
Mm-hmm.
So it's to be expected.
Try to take the
I'm
leader.
gonna shoot this guy from invisible. And I roll a 21 to hit for 18 damage. Then I like see this huge stream of orcs coming.
He stretches out as you hit him in the spine. And he keels over dead. Ah.
As I'm letting the bow go, I'm already running behind everybody else. As I'm letting the arrow go.
Okay.
I don't even check to see if he dies or not. I just shoot a shot at him and then run.
Me?
Yeah, I think so.
I will pop out. I'd like to cast Hex on the big one. Disadvantage for strength ability checks.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. I'll pop back behind here and prepare an attack for if anything gets in my melee range.
Mm.
And I'm just going to hold an attack and wait here.
Cannot believe there's not even a save on that. Hex is a sneaky attack.
It's concentration.
Ah,
so all
yes.
they gotta do is hit me to break it. And I gotta roll shitty.
All right. Kif. There's a whole lot of orcs. Ancient enemies of the dwarf.
See how they like a little bless on myself, on Razor, and Morcan.
Hashtag blessed.
Orcs are CR
that's-
1/2. They have about 13 armor class and 15 hit points. They're not that tough, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah, okay. I think this is a good spot for me right now. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, cast Bless and stay posted up on the corner here.
Bottleneck. Gonna draw them all into the hot gates there.
I like a choke
Mhm.
point. I mean, yeah, if this was Pathfinder, it's what would be happening probably. I always think like that when I play D&D. That's why I like Pathfinder so much, but
All right. The surviving orc lieutenant with 9 damage here is going to shout orders at his men. Javelins ready! Take aim! He points. He points and he lifts his arm so that when somebody pops their head out, he can lower his arm and all the javelineers will hurl their weapons with deadly accuracy and skewer whoever's been so foolish as to pop their head out. Orc King Gurok is going to get up from his throne, and he's going to step out into this area right here with heavy footfalls, and he's going to put one foot up on this chair here, and he's going to rest his heavy hand on his sheath of his thick broadsword, and he's going to look out at the area, and he's going to mockingly shout, "Oh, who goes there coming up out of our latrine? You piss climbers? How do you like climbing up out of our shithole? Is that what you are? A rogue piece of shit that wasn't quite digested enough?" He seems to be mocking you.
You hear a small, squeaky voice say, "Your mother!"
That was vicious mockery.
He calls out, "Perhaps if you surrender yourself now, I'll let one or two of you escape alive to spread word of my greatness to the underdark."
Holy shit,
Because
that's
in there,
a lot of them.
it would be a perfect time for you to prove that you're a better fighter than I am. And then a
This
challenge
is just a challenge right there for a javelin.
one-on-one with the king. Shows stronger.
I mean, I don't think, is that a thing? But
You can
sure.
try.
All right. He's going to reach onto his back, and he's going to draw a masterwork great axe. And he's going to grab a potion off his belt as a bonus action. He's going to drink it.
these guys, even if they sprinted and everything, they're still capable of preparing an attack like that.
That's all just RP. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it more cinematic. This is not strictly just like a by the numbers combat encounter. There's opportunity here for parlay, negotiation, diplomacy. Although you've started off with quite a few sneak attacks, so killing 75% of his lieutenants isn't a good way to start a diplomatic relationship. The guide assumes you might talk to these guys. All right, so Orc King did his thing. Elzar the Shaman is enraged, and he will do like a acrobatic or athletic flip. Rolled a 13. He's going to go over the head of the boss, and he's going to go over many of the obstacles and bodies here to avoid the rough terrain with a mighty leap. He's charging in, and he's grown huge, like a Master Roshi. He looked like an old man at first, hunched over, but now he's like flashing them guns, and he's snorting and stamping his feet, and he charges forward. And he gets here, and then he's going to use his ability. All right. He points at Razor. You there, Razor?
I am.
And he sneers, "By the power of Urtrus, I command you to stop." That's a hold person. I'm going to need a save from you.
You're blessed and you have Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Wisdom save?
I'm looking up the spell right now. It says that it is, in fact, a wisdom saving
It is a
throw
wisdom
or be
save.
paralyzed for the duration.
I always forget about my damn Oath of Vengeance stuff.
Yeah, that would be probably a good time.
Yeah.
Probably be a good time to not forget about that shit, huh?
Maybe.
Kev's over here like, I told you,
Is he
motherfuckers,
now
I didn't even
blocking
want
all
to
the
fight this. I
javelins?
don't know what you're talking about.
Is this guy
I said,
giant?
I'm out.
Is he blocking all the javelins now? If they were to.
The DC is 16.
I'll use the Bardic Inspiration
Yeah.
and add a D8 to that. 18.
Let's go.
All right. You're gonna have to call on every scrap of luck and the power of the Raven Queen to avoid the power of Urtrus from snaring you.
I feel the bindings of his words wrapping around my skin, and I feel the shadows calming on my weapon. But then I remember the music, and I can hear in my mind Davis playing his music, and it's just like boom, and my shadows grow strong on my weapon again. I'm like, fuck you, bitch.
Okay. Well,
All right. Okay.
there's a bunch of screaming. The women and kids are like, "Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Let's get out of here, oh my god." And then they run into this room and they meet up with these other orcs, and there's a whole lot of screaming and shouting. And there's like two of the orc children have been left behind, and they're just wailing and crying here, just kicking their feet, and they don't know what to do, just looking all pathetic. And then like one of the orc women jumps out and says, "Oh no, my babies!" And she points, and some of these orc brutes are like, "Ah, hell." So they're coming from that direction at some point, but you can't see them. So back to the top, Antonio Davis.
I heard that that guy called the thing on Razor. Can I see him from here?
So if you can draw a line from where your character at to a corner of where his character at, then you can see him.
Well, if Razor's right there, I would just lean in on Razor, and I can see this guy. I think. So I can totally see him like that.
I figured these were
But-
10-foot squares, so you can actually.
They are not. They're 5-foot squares.
These are 5-foot squares.
Yeah, you guys are a little bunched up. You probably shouldn't be.
Well, I'll just lean into his square, peek over, and like, oh shit, that's a big orc, and cast. A spell. Yeah, that's what I'm casting, a spell. And the spell is going to be called. Does he have anything metal on him?
I've never heard of that spell.
It's a metal detecting
Is he
spell.
wearing metal armor or anything like that?
You look at Elzar the Shaman, and you can see that Elzar the Shaman is equipped in metal armor.
Medium or. Oh, yes! Yes!
He is wearing splint mail.
I cast heat metal on him. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he can't take off his armor quickly, so he'll take the damage. What is it,
So
2d6?
he's gonna take 3d8.
Oh, nice. That's a heavy one.
So he's gonna take 3d8 of metal. It says if a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes a damage, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has a disadvantage on attack rolls and checks until the start of your next turn. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each damage again.
Could you say that again? Disadvantage on attacks and what?
Attack rolls and ability checks.
And ability checks. Gotcha. Okay. He can't take it off quickly.
And,
It's scale mail. It probably takes like 5 minutes to take off. He's fucked.
Yeah.
It's only one turn. It says until his start of his next
And
turn.
that's gonna be
All right.
15 damage. And it says,
Nuts.
oh, I'm sorry, it's 2d8. Sorry,
Mm.
I did 3d8. Oh, I
No,
cast it.
No, it's
So that was on third level.
It's for a minute of concentration. Until the spell ends, he can use a bonus action on each of his subsequent turns to cause the damage again. And whenever they take damage from the spell, they have the disadvantage. So.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I just know what Joe said. He said until the start of his next turn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every
no,
time
so-
every time it takes damage from the spell, it has it till the next turn.
So I guess I'm gonna cast it at third level because I already rolled d8. I cast it at third level.
All right.
So, yeah, 3d8, 15 damage, and his armor is glowing hot red.
Yeah, he's gonna let out a scream as it starts melting into his flesh.
Cool. And I'll use my bonus action to give Razor Bardic Inspiration again. And I'll be back. So I'm taking this.
Yeah, make some room so people can spread out. These are
I'll
5-foot
go
squares.
I'll go back another square too so that they can move.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were 5-foot squares, so.
Yeah, I was thinking they were 10, but I just.
Alright,
Man.
so I'm good.
It's okay. You just lay down under Casimir.
I'm riding Casimir's shoulders.
Piggyback ride time.
Yeah.
This is my riding dwarf. You don't know about
Like a
these.
peekaboo up and down. Yeah.
My riding dwarf.
If they're sharing a square, they would just have disadvantage.
Can you imagine if you were so baller you had a
No.
dwarf give you a piggyback ride everywhere you went?
You'd be
I mean, it
slow
would be
as
the
shit.
slowest form of transportation you could possibly get. That would be a fucking flex.
It's like an inverted Master Blaster from Mad Max.
I would an inverted master blaster. I got so much time, I could ride a dwarf. Fuck you.
So this guy is glowing red hot.
You took 15 damage on top of the 38.
All right, 15 more. Let's see, 30, 40, 53. That does in fact kill him. He screams as he dies and keels over, and his entire body bursts into flames. All of his robes and his staff are immolated.
Grab his loot.
That was hot.
Anything? Oh, is anything left? Because it was probably magic if it's still there. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, it's Morkan's turn now.
If he's got something good, you better grab it quick before it burns up. It will be immolated within a matter of seconds.
Wouldn't it be great if another orc ran over and was like, "Oh my god, what did they do to Bill?"
We were gonna get married next week.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
they don't even want to fight anymore. They're just concerned over their fallen comrade.
I'm gonna shoot at Gorok.
All right. The Orc King leers at you from across the battlefield.
You don't scare me. No, critical failure.
Great.
You don't scare me, but I can't hold on to my weapon for some reason.
Yeah.
Hashtag blessed.
Doesn't matter.
No, I mean, I was just
Oh,
funny
yeah.
because you rolled it. It says hashtag blessed, critical failure.
All right, according to this, as you attack your opponent, you begin to fear that they are the superior combatant. Disadvantage on your next attack roll against your target.
Okay. I'm gonna attack again.
It's like he just swats that arrow away with his axe. Just knocks it out of the air.
10 to hit. I guess not.
No.
Brr, brr, brr. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I am going to cast the quick bonus action, blood malediction. Blood maledict, sorry, and I'm gonna amplify it as well.
I had blood in my dick one time. It was pretty bad.
The red wave. Aunt Flo is in town.
Okay, so he's gonna take So if he does 2 attacks, he's gonna take 1d8 necrotic damage. He's gonna have disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks. Yep. That's on the big boss, on the big dude. And then I'm gonna run back inside and be like, I suck. Well, that was a shitty roll.
Yeah, that couldn't have possibly gone any worse.
Yeah, I was like, there's a shitload of them guys. We gotta kill them quick.
All right. Unfortunately, when you jumped out to do that, I'm making a bunch of attacks against you.
Are you?
So that's 9 orc brutes are all going to throw javelins.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah.
Hope you've unlocked Ultra Instinct.
But I got good AC. So.
Actually, no, they're not. They're going to get ready to do so. So, like, the very next person that pops out. All right, so that's ready to action locked in now. These guys have woken up and equipped themselves. Abforth, what do you do?
You're as fuck ain't running out there.
Yeah, it's a bad room to be in now. They're locked and loaded.
I'll cast Minor Illusion and create an illusion of myself in this square right here.
All right.
That's smart.
You throw up an illusion of Abforth. What's the illusion doing?
He actually walks out, turns around, and pulls his pants down and moons them.
All right. He pulls his pants down and moons them, and 9 javelins come hurling in, and they would mostly be right on target, right up the asshole. But they pass harmlessly through the illusion. All of the orcs snarl in confusion, but quickly realize that there was never really somebody there. The Orc King shouts, "Ah! Illusions, trickery! Magic just like those vile elves! Don't fall for it, you fools! Grab more javelins!
Uh-huh.
Do you have anything else, Abforth?
F4.
That was fucking smart. Big plays, son.
You made them use all their reactions. That is a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Razor.
is that all he's okay? My evolution. Okay. Let's see. I will. Come on, please. I'm gonna bolt across the room. And whoa, do a barrel roll. And I'm gonna slide up against this wall.
Hey.
And prepare an attack for the next one to come through this doorway.
All right.
Cousin Lear.
Alrighty. Well, now that I'm confident that these are some pussy orcs, I'll
Challenge
go
him,
out here.
motherfucker. You could probably attack him if you want. You could.
I can only move this far.
Oh.
Already in action. If anything comes in melee range, I will attack it.
All right. The White Fist Orc Lieutenant. He's going to assess the situation on the battlefield here. He's going to go... He's going to go to here. And he's going to...
That staff and just break it on the ground in front of him.
He's going to drink a potion, and he's going to heal for 6. All right.
Yeah, it would be a really good time to have a staff that does a huge AoE, frost damage right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be here soon. But that was several hours ago. Oh, I said rain check.
All right. The lieutenant's going to shout something at Gorak, and he's going to say, "Gorak, the lever!"
The lover?
Lever.
Okay. Uh-oh.
All right. So after the lieutenant goes, Gorak is going to move, but he doesn't move in. He turns. He moves this way. All right. Gorak goes and squeezes himself into this nook over here, and you hear an audible click as he interacts with something that's back there in that little corner there. Suddenly, you hear a rumbling noise, and the ceiling directly above everybody's head begins to collapse. Everybody has to make a dexterity save in the hallway.
Can I do a misty step?
Well, there's boulders falling towards you, and you don't have time to misty step before at least some of the rocks could hit you, so make that dex save to see whether you get hit by rocks or not.
Can I do an acrobatic roll out?
You could certainly explain that as how you dex saved out if you succeed.
I don't want to make a deck save. What do you?
I never get
Can I
to
do
use acrobatic. No, I guess it's the same roll.
18.
With bless.
DC
I
15
can-
trap. DC
I'm gonna roll-
15.
I'm gonna roll a d4 first, okay?
All right. So Abforth dodges the rocks. Well, it's actually a save for half. It's 13 damage. So you take 6 bludgeoning damage from falling debris.
Ooh.
31.
Oh my god, I almost had a 1. Yeah, I'd take that.
Can I roll out of this?
All right, so
6 damage.
well, if you make the save, it's 6. If you fail, it's 13.
So I'll take 13 and. Is that it? Just 13?
13 bludgeoning damage from falling rocks.
I got a 31.
Damn.
All right, so then you only take 6. Now, all of this is rough terrain, and you can use your Misty Step when your turn comes up to bypass the rough terrain part of it if you want. It's just
Can I-
too instant
have-
to do anything but save.
I'm not gonna waste it.
All right, so the hallway fills with boulders and smaller sized rocks and a thick cloud of dust. It kicks up a huge amount of dust, so everything in that hallway is 100% obscured. Nobody can see a thing in there. That will subside within a few turns, maybe 2, hard to say. The orcs had set up contingencies for if somebody tried to get in through their back door here. They had traps.
A lot,
Through the
lot
back
more
door.
clever than I gave Orcs credit for.
Oh, yeah.
So the king.
Elzar the shaman's dead. The women and kids are doing stuff in another room. It goes back to Davis.
I cough from all the cave-in rubble, and I want to go ahead and get the fuck out of that stuff. I ask Ellsworth if he's okay. Is Morgan okay? That kind of shit. And I'll go ahead and try to move past into this square, I guess.
All right.
So my 15. That'll be my full movement, I guess. And I'll go ahead and reach in and take one of my regular healing potions. And I'll assume steady healing potion. And hold on. So that's 2d4 plus 2.
For the basic ones, yeah.
Yep. And that's all I got. I'll just roll this real quick and do that.
All right, Krios.
Okay. I'm gonna move in slowly. And then I am going to shoot one more exploding arrow. I'm gonna shoot it on this guy here. So the 4 here, the 5 will be part of the explosion.
Like so. Kaboom.
1 second. 11 to hit that guy.
Wow, it actually missed.
So what happens with the arrow?
Yeah, I think it probably explodes on the back wall then.
Fucking ballista's not working too good today.
Boom.
Boom.
Doing nothing. Okay. Second arrow. I am gonna shoot on that lieutenant that took damage already. 23 to hit with 28 damage.
All right. 28 damage.
On this guy, the lieutenant.
All right. He slumps against the wall and stops moving.
And then I move around the corner here. We gotta kill that king! And the corridor kind of collapsed over there. It's gonna be difficult to go back through that corridor.
Yeah, tell me about
Not impossible, though. Rough terrain, but not impossible.
And that is it.
Okay.
The regular orcs.
All right. They're all going to... let's see here. If I take this one... and 2 of these... All right, so this group here is going to become an orc horde. And the orc horde is going to use some horde tactics, and they're going to charge at Kaz and Lear. It is going to give you 1 attack because you had readied an action if you want to swing on the first orc that comes your way.
Indeed. I will do that. With a little blast. Um, 31.
That's a
Nat
crit.
20, baby.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Big damage.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Boom, boom.
He was preparing that one. He had that thing charged up.
Yeah, so 12 damage.
Extra damage die.
Yeah, get an
Just
extra dice.
double your die. 3 plus
Yeah.
3, 6. Plus 6 is 12.
No, you roll another damage die.
Or you double it. You can
Or
do
you
it
It's
double
your
it.
choice, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I always double it. That's just what I do. So
Okay.
we'll stick with it here. 12 damage on my attack of opportunity there.
Not bad. You really chopped that orc up.
Mhm.
Yeah, 31's definitely exceptional.
I mean, like a D8, you know, I'm like, that's 50-50. I mean, I guess I should reroll it. Could be worse. But I'll reroll the D8, sure. Why not? That's better.
Yeah. So 18,
18
damage.
damage instead of 12. And yeah. Guess they continue their turn now.
Okay, this is going to be a DC 16 strength check as the horde charges into you.
Okay. Just a strength save, huh?
Yep. DC 16 strength save as the horde stampedes into you.
Did any of them cross this red line?
You do have blast, don't forget
No,
that.
no, not yet.
Yeah, I sure do.
Hashtag blessed.
They're not like going around to get behind him.
I have to count out how much movement this is. Let's see, where were they? They were over here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50. Yeah, they actually
Not the worst.
they actually would continue forward another 5 feet.
I failed the check.
Okay, so
Nice.
what happens is
This is the line.
when the horde hits Kazanlir, he is knocked prone. So they took the dash action and they stampeded through. It knocked you prone. You're now underfoot, and then
Yeah.
Razor triggers his action.
That sucks.
Yee. blessed. Only 1d6 because they're not hexed. A 19.
Hit.
23 damage to the first one that came past.
Nice.
Wait, hang on, that's a lot of damage. What is this?
Is it right? Is it wrong?
It might be wrong. I don't remember why I'm doing it. Wait.
The axe. You're using that silver battle axe.
Yeah.
Where are the shit golems?
I don't
I know.
I don't remember what the extra 2d8 is from, but I don't think I have that anymore.
Yeah, should I knock off 7 damage?
Yeah, that should only be 12
Oh, this-
damage.
Okay.
Oh, this
No,
is like
sorry.
a horde now.
They formed into a horde. Military tactics. They
And-
The extra damage.
16.
and
You
we
crit
gotta
with
get
that weapon.
Kazanler out of that.
Yeah, there is extra damage when I crit, but I don't remember what the 2d8 is from. That's not anything to do with that.
Oh well. We have resolved it now.
Yeah, so just -7, so it's only 16 damage.
Okay, a good chop. You hit one of those orcs pretty bad. They're marching forward, stamping over the face of Kazanlir and his armor, and just stepping on your faceplate.
Jeez.
Okay.
Insult to injury, man.
That was the regular orcs. Abforth, what do you do?
I hate this. Let's see, what can I do? I'll pull out my wand of methods and I'll summon a fire method right here.
All right.
Mm.
And I'm like, bye, little buddy. It was nice knowing you. Because I know he's about to get murderated.
Murked.
It's gonna take me an action to get up from prone, or all my movement.
Half your movement, and they can attack of opportunity when you get up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. I'm sorry, I use Control Z a lot at work, and I just deleted one of my figurines, and apparently Control Z is the hotkey to rewind time.
Yeah, it is.
I thought Control Z would just erase me erasing my figurine, but no.
It does
I
not.
mean, technically, this will erase me erasing my figurine,
That's true.
but
Yeah.
at everybody else's expense. Sorry.
It didn't do anything for me. It's the same spot.
Looks like Razor's still loading on my end, but I'm fine.
It was just the load time I was really talking about.
He's almost there. Oh, yeah, Borger. Oh,
Send in the methods.
And it's gonna use its fire breath, which is a 15-foot cone. So like all 6 of these guys are gonna get hit.
Kazanlir's in that.
No, I'm gonna aim it like this way. Like I'm gonna stand like this, so like the cone, like the edge of the cone would be like this, and like this, right? Oh wait, Kazanlir's in this group of shit. Oh,
Yeah, he's right there.
I was looking at Razor.
Plus some fire damage, I'll be alright.
All right, cool. Glad you said that. I mean, it's not even that much. I think it's like 2d6.
You're just like, ew, orcs, kill it with fire. Get it off me.
Yeah, no, it. Don't worry about it. Go for it. Eh?
Let's see what the extra damage is.
The 2d8 was from Booming Blade. I was like, what the fuck is
Ah,
that?
right.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't on there anymore. So
You might want to put it back on there.
Oh, this is a different one. I don't think this is the right method because this says a 30-foot line.
Well, that works too. It's not going to get the whole horde in there. But you could do 3d6 to the horde.
That'll make it better because I can aim the line and the square chasm there's not in.
Correct.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll hit all these people in this line here.
Yeah.
So they have a DC 11 dexterity.
They succeeded.
So they'll take half of this. They'll take 6 damage.
Okay. It burns. It burns.
And then I'm going to. Let me see what the telekinesis spell is. I'm pretty sure it's an act to activate. And if it is, I can't do it because I used an action to summon the thing. One action. Okay. No problem. I'm just going to put my wand back up. Actually, I'll keep the wand out, and I'm gonna ready myself to cast another method out there. But that's all I'm gonna do for this turn.
Razor. There's a lot of orcs here. Suddenly.
There certainly is. How many are? Is it just 2 that are within attack range of me?
So think of the entire horde, all 10 orcs, as one creature that is within reach.
Okay, so if I was to try and back up, I would get 10 attack of opportunities on me?
Not exactly. The horde has 4 attacks.
Okay.
But that's when it multi-attacks. That's like an action. Normally a reaction is just 1 attack. So if you back up, it would make 1 attack against you.
Okay. I'm just gonna attack right quick. The one I already hit once. I would like to make another swing on them.
He snarls. He sees the hit coming.
Yeah, big. Yeah, I was about to say too. I'm doing a big wind up overhead slash right for his neck shoulder area. 27 to hit.
Big
20
hit.
damage.
20
That
damage.
is a big damage.
Yep.
It's a big hit. Yeah.
All right.
And then
You chop him down.
that one died. Okay, good.
Individual orcs have about 15 hit points.
Then the one right behind him, I will, continue my wind roundabout, swing around and hit him in the chest. $32 to hit? What are these rolls, man?
Is there an extra D12 in there?
No. It's 6-4. No, I'm getting blessed. I rolled a 19 plus my modifier plus 4 and then my damage.
All right.
For 16 damage. That's 32 to hit, 16 damage. Yeah, these are the fucking highest hit rolls I've seen.
Okay, so you have defeated half of the horde. So when they do get their attack, they get 2 attacks instead of 4.
Having cleaved the 2 that are directly next to me, is the blob still within attack range of me?
I mean, technically, yes.
Alright, so if I back up right now, I still take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, because one of the ones that's still alive in here swings on you.
Okay. I'm not going to back up then. Actually, you know what? I will.
All right. One orc swings, and he's got a critical hit on your ass.
That's okay.
Oh no. Well, that's savage. They use a great axe, so that's gonna hurt.
Wait, I'm confused because didn't he just stay within range of him? He's within his 5 foot reach.
No, he just moved out.
Oh.
No, I'm backing up.
You take 19 damage to the back with an axe.
I will take that.
You did a lot of damage to them. You killed several orcs, but when you turn to retreat, you take an axe to the back, and it really hurts.
So all of these orcs are in the one horde?
Yeah, they've condensed into a horde, but the horde has been half killed. So at least 5 of them have dropped.
So like the javelin that would go through everything doesn't work here because they hoarded up.
Yeah, it did its normal damage, but it was treated as damage to one creature.
Yep, gotcha.
How much damage was that total? 34 or something like that? Wait, what?
Well, I did 19 to you. You did a bunch to me.
19. I'm gonna make a concentration check, but it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess it does. Here, I'm just gonna roll really quick. This is for my hex on the king.
Yeah. A big hit like that.
It's 10 or half the damage taken. You said I took 11?
You maintain concentration.
So I maintain concentration.
Yeah, you're safe.
Barely. Okay. Well, the orcs kind of gave as good as they got that time. Chasm Lair, what do? You are prone, and you know if you get up, they will attack you.
Monk style backflip up on my feet.
No, wait a minute. Because Razor had provoked an attack, that was their attack of opportunity. So they don't attack you when you get up. All the ones near you were dead. He killed all the ones that would have hit you when you stood up.
Yeah, I'll
I
like
thought that
throw
dog was
the orc
dead.
corpse off me. Okay.
Yeah, as you're getting up, the ones that are alive are busy attacking me as I back up.
Yeah.
Like,
I like to think that when I get up and see them all dead around me, in my mind, they all died running into me. So that feels pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna attack the horde that's right next to me. And I will. Let's see. It's a D20% and a D4.
All right, 5 savage orcs encircle you. You strike.
I'm gonna use Divine Smite. That thing that paladins have. And yeah, I'll use it at 2nd level. Because why not? 27 damage on my first attack.
Damn.
And then I will extra attack. For RP, we'll say I'm kind of like shield bashing. I'll hit him with the axe, then with the shield. But I get a D4 on that. Sorry.
Yeah, that would miss otherwise.
Yeah, I was thinking a 3's not that good. That doesn't help. Oh wait, okay. 15.
Their AC is pretty low, so that does hit.
Alright, cool. Second attack. Same. Yeah. 10 more damage.
10.
Now I have my turn there. Because I use my movement to get up. I like where I am in melee range. Yeah, 37 total damage. That's it for me.
Probably a couple more drop from that.
This is like a scene in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, isn't it? An epic orc battlefield.
That's a
Yep.
level 2
Battle
spell.
of Helm's Deep up in this bitch.
Yeah. Reversed. We're taking over.
All right. The Orc King Gorok is going to step out from his alcove, and he's going to survey the battlefield and see that things are going pretty badly. Many of his troops are being felled. He takes up his great axe. I think he's going to drink a potion, probably. So he digs around in his stuff. He pulls out a potion. He drinks it. He heals for 16. All right. Mostly healed from his wounds. Gorok's going to move. All right. Gorok moves into the horde. Into the clusterfuck. He's going to take up a position as the horde commander.
He's becoming part of the horde.
Yeah, he's becoming a part of the horde.
They've assembled Voltron.
Yeah.
Okay. So what he's going to do is he's going to instruct the horde to make an attack against Kazanlir. So an orc nearby to Kazanlir is going to swing and has a critical fail. Wow, they fucked that up. They fucked that up bad.
Like I said, they just die when they try to hit me.
You miss an
Obvious.
attack
Oh,
and
Lord.
gaze upon the chaos of battle, causing your confidence to falter. Disadvantage on your next attack roll against any target.
Let me attack them.
All right, so that was his horde action, commanding the horde to get that free attack. He's going to command the horde to protect him, and he's going to shout for reinforcements from the back there. All right. There's a bunch of screaming. This orc woman runs out here and retrieves these two orc children and begins to carry them back this way. As they kick and they scream over here adjacent to Razor.
Attack of opportunity.
Devis, what do you do?
I step out out of the rubble, and I peek around the corner and see the clusterfuck that's over here. And as I get here, I guess I see the orc woman grab the kids and tell Razor, "No wife, no kids." And I cast heat metal on Goroks.
I mean, that is true, Antonio. Well, I guess you could have kids without a wife. Think you mean no women, no kids?
Don't kill the women and children, maybe.
Well, I mean, putting an antenna that says "No wife, no kids." No wife,
yeah,
no
okay.
kids, man. I told you,
Oh,
no wife,
yeah,
no
no.
kids.
No kids out of wedlock, I agree.
Yes, marriage is sacred.
You do find a lady. I can do a ceremony.
He can't take. Can he take his armor off?
Gorok?
Yeah.
He's wearing chainmail, probably.
So he has a 2d8 on his arm. It's not a save. It's the save is if he can take it off.
He can't
So
take
that's
it off.
gonna be
It's armor.
9
It would just
damage.
take too long.
9 damage. It burns, it burns.
So it's gonna be 9 damage on that, and like I said, so if he wants to take it off, he has to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, I'm sorry. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop down.
Yeah, he can't. He's wearing it.
If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of my next turn. Anyways, and I will cast. How many Bardic Inspirations do I got left? Wait, sorry.
Says here it would take 50 turns to remove.
Damn.
Uh,
Okay.
It's kind of hardcore.
Yeah. Sorry. Alright, actions. Okay, cool. I got one more bardic inspiration, and this time I'll put it on. Actually, like he had less already. Okay, yeah. I'll do the bardic inspiration.
In our chat earlier, I had commented that you killed 75% of his lieutenants, and the comment in the chat is that is diplomacy in Spain.
And I will tuck back into the corner here, and just keep an eye here. I'm done.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll move next to Razor and shoot into the horde.
Aim for Gora, maybe? Question?
But he's part of the horde, no?
Okay.
So he is the horde commander. The rules for horde commander say that I am the clit commander.
I knew you'd like that reference.
So he's part of the group if I shoot in, pretty much.
Can you shoot the commander? Yeah, I think you can target the commander.
Or is he part of the group and it's just one pool of damage?
His hit points have not combined with the horde. He is considered separate, but he is within the horde. He is inside of it. So the horde is like protecting him. He's like the heart,
Okay.
the heart of the horde.
Since I've been inside a horde.
I'll shoot on him.
This is a dirty orc horde too.
15 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
And 15 to hit again.
Mm.
So he takes 49 damage.
I think in chainmail his armor class is 16 actually.
Is it?
Does that mean you missed with all that?
I guess so.
Damn. That sucks. Yeah, like I said, he's wearing chainmail. He's wearing very bright red hot chainmail right now.
Alright. Well, that's it.
All right. Your shots hit his chainmail and ricochet off. Kshing, kshing.
Hold on. Doesn't he have disadvantage?
What, his armor class has disadvantage? I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, no. Oh, it has a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay. The regular orcs are going to move.
Going to moo?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah, this is the cow orcs,
Yep.
the bovine clan.
Cow level. Diablo 2.
All right. 6 of the orcs are going to join the horde.
Jeez. I wish this blob would stop consuming it more. Keeps growing on us.
Oh man, they got the dick taken off of Among Us.
Yeah, it got cleaned up.
Yeah, the vagina on the pink one got removed too.
Okay, so in like mechanically, what that is the horde just healed for 90 hit points.
Awesome.
What? What?
So all of those orcs have joined the horde from the back end and are now part of the horde, and the horde is back to this much strength. But I've taken those units off the board, so like 6 orcs are now removed
It's
from
a
the
raid
board.
boss, you know? Yeah.
So they're getting reinforced from the back because there's a lot of orcs in that back chamber. You came in the back way, so you were like by the women and the kids and the leader. Like normally this dungeon would be approached from the total opposite direction, and you'd fight all of the soldiers, and then you'd fight the boss, and then you'd find the women and the kids and the exit into the Underdark. But no, you're coming up from the Underdark, catching them by surprise.
We
We're
do
gonna
things
kill that
different around
leader.
here.
Yeah, they're just built different.
Mm.
I got your back.
All right. The Orc Horde, what it's going to do is it's going to make 4 attacks against Kazanlair.
22. It's my AC.
22. So let's see. The orcs have +8 to hit. So what do I need? I need a 14 or better to hit you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, only one of those axes got through.
Nice. Hell yeah. Strong.
So the entire orc horde throws themselves against Kazanlir, hacking and slashing.
Ding, ding, ding. Just bounce off.
They do 7 damage. Okay. Epforth, what do you do?
Not everyone at once.
I summon another method. I summon an ice method this time.
Mm.
I'm gonna roll my recharge for the fire method's fire breath.
Multi-method attack.
Oh, they made Iwo Jima on the U.S. flag.
It is very peaceful, that puppy. Professor. I do like the two with the hearts,
Does
though.
not recharge, but I'm gonna do a claw attack with it on the orc brute.
I don't know how this thing is so captivating. The place.
It's a really cool idea. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's like an experience for everybody. And a competition, you know, like, I think that's what people really like is
Fails.
the wars and shit.
No recharge.
Gave Yoshi a border so he pops more.
Nice. Oh, he does. I really want, like, when this thing's done, like this in a picture frame, man.
Gotta get one of those picture frames. It's actually like a digital picture frame, so you could cycle through like a timeline of all of the different things over time. That would be cool.
Here,
Yeah.
this, shit. These are
The
moving
time
too.
lapse of it, that would be neat.
I don't know what this R/Monero is, but they took all the clothes off of that anime chick. She's naked.
The fuck?
Yeah, they just
Where's
straight up
it?
took off her clothes.
Alright, so
Ooh.
the frost method's gonna cast a cone of 15 feet ice breath.
All right.
Oh.
DC 13. Save.
Nat 20 on the
Yeah.
save.
That thing is a vagina again now.
I gotta make that save as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 what? 13 what
Dex
save?
for 3 or 1.
Dex.
1 damage.
3 or 1.
Dex.
Yeah, sorry.
My -1.
And the method, it's only a 13. But the methods are just gonna giggle like they're having the time of their life because they've been sucked up into a wand for their entirety of their being.
Right,
The,
yeah, I took 3.
The Among
That
Us
was a
thing
little
is
chilly.
transforming super rapidly right now. I don't even know what it's turning into.
Oh, the big
Turning
one?
into Kirby.
Yeah, it looks like a sad face Kirby right now.
Where at?
The big
Among
pig
Us.
Among Us.
That's a
I
big
think it's turning
vagina
into
now.
Kirby.
Oh, mine was, yeah, I must have been like desynced or something like you. Yeah, everything changed for me. The
Okay.
turkey flags got what? Was that the Golden Gate Bridge on the turkey flag?
All right. Does Epforth have anything else?
Really good before the
Nope,
fucking
I'm just a
thing hit
method
it.
master right now. Don't worry about
There wasn't
me.
any other effect to that, just 3 damage.
So Razor, you see a bunch of mephits come flying in just out of nowhere. Mephit. What do you do? How do you react to this Mephit madness and the shenanigans that ensue?
I am going to react with. Is there? Okay. Yeah. I will hold up my fist and say Octaganazabanan. And yeah,
Nice.
I summon a Jinny.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
First time?
Yeah, I like to imagine he arrives in a thunderbolt,
Nice.
and I can summon him up to 120 feet away apparently. So I'll summon him here. And speak the command word. Well, it doesn't say command word, it just says command. I guess attack the orcs.
You command it to attack the orcs, and it will do so.
And yeah. I was trying to read more about it. It says, while summon the Jinn is friendly to me and my companions, the base commands I give, no matter what language. I guess it gets its own turn.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like on your turn, you'll do his turn too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's how like the magic weapon worked for me at least.
So I guess it takes its turn after mine, so I can issue commands on my turn, then it follows.
Yep.
All right. So, can I make an attack with him? He has a lightning enchanted scimitar. That's pretty cool.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Where do you place him? What does he do?
He's in the room.
You want to cast him in here, all the way back there.
Yeah. And he's gonna. He has multi attack. He makes 3 attacks with his scimitar. Okay. It's an attack +9 to hit. Guess I should make a card for this guy.
Oh my god. Crazy.
They're making an emote on top of the on that big pink dude. It's like another XQC emote.
The great genie appears with his varied powers. He can do all sorts of mighty shit.
All right. Hang on 1 second.
Immune to lightning, immune to thunder.
Guys, they got rid of Rocket League.
Capable of creating great whirlwinds.
So he has
Plus,
They erased Rocket League.
+9 to hit, 2d6 +5.
Guys, Rocket League is right underneath the pink thing. They got rid of it. Put an anime girl over the top of it.
Good.
It's not nice.
Alright, I think I set up this card correctly. He's gonna make 3 scimitar attacks.
Chop, chop, chop.
23 to hit for 19 damage.
Exceptional. Armor class 13.
They're all fine. I won't reroll those. Second attack, a 14 to hit. Did you miss there?
That hit.
Oh, for 17 more damage.
Yeah.
And third swing, sparking with lightning. Oh, 13 to hit. You said 13 AC?
13 AC, that hit.
12 more damage.
All right.
48. Nice.
A whirlwind of swings.
Wow, he's right back up to 72 damage. Chop, chop, chop! Orcs go down left and right, screaming. squealing,
I
dying.
I was reading the downside of this one is just so everyone's aware. If this genie dies, the ring becomes non-magical. So it's high risk, high reward here.
Yep. You don't
But
want
if
him
the
to
genie
lose.
dies, it's gone.
Yeah, if
Forever.
the genie dies, it's gone forever.
Gotcha.
They do some serious damage. All right, Casimir in the thick of things. You see this genie appear and start hacking.
Hoping he's on my side, or thankful after he hits the orcs, but yeah. I will continue to axe plow this fucking orc. This horde of orcs. Just keep chopping through them.
Even though you're wading through the dead bodies, there's more reinforcing from the back.
This is fun for me. Oh, I have bless, but 13 meets its AC.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna use a level 1 divine smite, so I need to. Oh gosh, yep. Okay. I forgot to add the 2d8 on. Just like
13.
12 damage.
Yeah, 12.
12, yeah, 12 damage. And yeah, we'll try a second attack here.
All right. Ooh, that one missed.
Oh, wait. I still have bless. It hasn't been 10 rounds yet.
Can bless save the day. 13, that hit.
Early. Hell yeah. That's a little better. 13 damage with just a regular, axe swipe.
All right. You cut their fighting power in half again. I lose another 2 attacks when their turn comes up.
That's the plan.
You keep killing them fast enough and they won't be able to get a solid hit.
I mean, it's literally like Lord of the Rings. You were saying it earlier. I think, Gimli and Legolas. Yeah. That's 4. That's
46.
5. That's 8. Yeah.
All right.
That's what it's like.
Gorok is going to... he's going to... What's he going to do? He's got a couple options here. If I attack twice... Oh, he still has heat metal on him, right? Is he taking damage again?
As long as Joe's concentrating.
What is my turn?
But I have to make a concentration check, right?
No. If they do
He
damage,
gets
well, I guess if
advantage on
they do
any
damage,
attacks he makes.
yeah.
Okay, so since he failed his constitution check there, he gets disadvantage because of the heat. He's freaked out by the heat and he can't really focus or concentrate. So he's going to avoid the malediction by attempting a single action. He's going to try to sunder Kef.
But he has disadvantage on attack rolls.
So Sunder gives you advantage, but he has disadvantage, so it'll counteract. So it'll be a straight regular roll. See if he can hit. He's got a 19. It misses. So he tries to sunder your impressive dwarven armor, and he's unable to do it. With all his might, he hits it as hard as he can, and it won't break.
Just agile enough to deflect it,
All right, so
Good.
that's Gorok's one action. And then the shaman gurgles and goes, I'm dying. I'm not quite dead. I might make it. And then the orc women and kids, they're retreating around the corner here. These orcs are helping some of them escape into the tunnels. And then Devis, what do you do?
I use my bonus action to heat the metal again, keep it hot, and that's gonna do a
2d8 more damage, or is it 3d8 because you upped it? Yeah, I think it's 3d8 again, right?
Yep, it's 2d8. It's 2d8 again.
2d8 again.
So it's gonna be.
Gonna keep that pressure on. He's got a pile of hit points because he is the big king.
It's gonna be 8 more damage. So he's going to have to take another 8 damage from that. And I am actually going to cast on him Dissonant Whispers at a level 1.
I failed my save.
3d6. Ooh. Give me 10 more damage.
All right.
Psychic damage, and on salutation, I must immediately use this as far as its speed allows away from me. So he'll try to run away from me, probably triggering a attack on Kev.
All right. So he's moving away. Do you want to swing? Kazonlir.
Yeah.
It's not getting my turn.
There's not any other. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do for sure.
I stepped out to make that, and then I stepped back.
That'll hit. Chop. You give him a good chop as he retreats.
10 damage. Yeah.
Nice.
Little hamstring shot.
28 damage in one turn. Let's get it. Let's get it. Where you going, Mr. Gorok? You're commanding your horde. Does the genie get a opportunity attack too?
Is that a special feature of that ability that it gives them an attack? Because normally you can't.
On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit. So it doesn't say anything about they don't get an opportunity attack, but I'm assuming if he breaks his the way we've been doing it, I guess every time they move out of
Yeah, but that's a summon, like a.
So if you're
Commanded to
if
do
you're
this, right?
so this is a weird rule, but like if you're forced to move, you can't get attacks of opportunity against you. So like if somebody uses telekinesis to knock you back, and there's like if there's enemies in a line and somebody telekinesis you back 30 feet, all those enemies in the line can't attack you. That's just like a default D&D rule. So
Okay, so I wouldn't either then.
so you wouldn't have
Disengaging.
so nobody would have landed any hits on him when he's forced to run.
Take that 10 off, yeah.
Yeah, but he's forced disengaging. He's not like forced apart.
From fear-based force movement, opportunity attack. Fear makes you use your movement. Opportunity attacks as normal. Opportunity attacks do not care if the movement is forced or not. This is from Jeremy Crawford. I kind of don't know what that is.
Yeah, Google will tell you what you want to hear sometimes, but I don't mind ninjas ruling on that if it's it's a fear you cast though. Is that what you cast, fear?
Yeah, it's basically a fear. That's what it is.
All right. So one answer on Stack
It's a
Exchange
little
says
different, right? That's kind of gray area.
yes, but only if the ability forces the enemy to move out of reach using their movement action or reaction.
They use their reaction. So it says must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows.
I like the idea of like a spell that moves them back like instantly 30 feet or something. Like you shouldn't be able to take an attack at him on that shit. But
Okay,
something
so
like this where they have to
in
actually
this
just
one
walk away
case,
from you.
he can take the hit. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just like walking away. But what you were saying about like you got a big spell that knocks him back 40 feet or something.
Yeah, in general, knockback does not provoke attacks of opportunity, but
Yeah,
in this case, it does. It's just a weird one. I just wanted to look it up to be sure.
I wondered that too. I have a couple fears, and I was wondering
It's a
about that.
psychic damage that pretty much gets into his head and makes him decide to walk away.
Yeah, he's using his movement to like just walk away from you.
It's
You would
it's a-
definitely have an attack there.
It's a forced disengage, pretty much.
But still, on the genie, he hasn't left its threat range.
Okay.
He's adjacent to it technically, because he's large. It's large. So their squares are touching corners.
He's more
touching
can.
tips.
Yep, they are. Right there.
Shoot the leader.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at the leader. Does he have disadvantage or anything like that? No.
From
He
fear,
is glowing red.
I mean, he's an obvious target, but no.
He is glowing
hit?
molten red.
28,
And
Exceptional.
31 to hit.
exceptional.
So he's taking 44 damage.
He's running away from us, so his back is turned.
I may not hit very often, but when I do, I hit
Yeah.
hard.
All right.
Dos Equis.
Guruk
Yeah, there you go.
collapses. Ah!
Woo! That might affect their morale a little bit.
Yeah, put 2 arrows in the back of the head of their king.
I killed him.
It's kind of late. Should we wrap it up? Continue this next week? What do you guys think?
Is that you saying you need to figure out how they're going to react to this?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
believe
okay.
so.
I'm kind of tired.
My belly's rumbling.
And,
I'd like to go get some food. I have to use the bathroom and stuff.
I refuse to let you eat, Ninja.
Yeah.
No,
Until
you're
we're
good.
done.
I like it. I think we did. We made some progress.
Why
That's a
haven't
good
you installed a
place for-
toilet at your desk? I just don't understand.
How
Just
many-
a catheter,
how
just
many
shove it up in
guys
there.
are How many?
We'll be able to bring his head back to the dwarves. They'll be happy about that.
It's a big head. You see the size of him? I think it was large.
I was gonna say how many more orcs do we have to kill?
Dozens.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Many of them are retreating the women folk out the other entrance.
In this area right here. In this area.
Probably 5 orcs, I'd say. Well,
Do we just
now let's
split
say
those guys up
let's say
and
7,
they're all dead?
5 or 7. Well, no, there's definitely combat, and they could be reinforced again. And why waste a genie when you can hack up orcs with the genie, right? That's gonna be fun.
I mean, well, I was gonna say he, but I think you told me this is actually a she.
Lady genie.
It's a
Well,
sheenie.
that's what you originally told me.
It's a sheenie.
But yeah, she can create a whirlwind that like picks people up, and I can carry them around.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, it just started
Yeah.
reading into what she actually does.
Full of dead corpse of orcs.
Yeah, she can like summon a tornado that can pick up
It's an
things
orc.
and
She
like,
makes
it
an
just
orc
carries.
NATO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
orc
an
orcnado.
orc and Charnado.
If they didn't hoard up, I was looking for an opportunity to use that javelin of lightning. Cool with the genie. Just throw the javelin too. Just
Yeah.
lightning overload.
Oh, we got the boss, which is kind of neat.
I just want to chill with the genie after we're all done killing the orcs. Be like, yeah, you were so badass.
Hey, bae, you know you looking fine, right?
Girl.
They're always making jokes about the
Don't you
bard
feel
having
bad
sex with
lighting
the
up
dragon.
tables?
But what about having sex with the genie?
All right, let's
She'll
save the
make
table.
All your greatest wishes
Damn
come
it.
true.
Is he a hot genie?
Let's save the
No,
table
it's a
and
lightning genie, not a fire genie.
it's the orc's turn, so you might want to leave a note or something.
They should probably have the orcs. Oh, you said the regular orcs. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just finished there.
But damn, son, we fucked that. We fucked them up.
All right, the zone is packed. I hit end, save the table. Thanks for watching out there in Twitchland. We will return next weekend for the exciting conclusion of this epic orc battle. The battle to the death against the dreaded ancient enemy of the dwarves. Yeah, you could definitely take that orc head and bring it to Emerindar and show it off to the dwarves there, and they'll be pleased that you've removed one of their many numerous enemies from the area.
And his second in command, and his third in command, and his fourth in command.
Yeah, and the shaman.
And the shaman, too. All right.
And the roving